Start streaming, start recording. Here we go.
We're live.
We're live.
All the way.
You know what to do? I have to share this out. We are live. And we're hearing double audio now because it's playing on my end. All right.
I was like, I thought I muted my thing, but
You did.
I'm sharing in the Discord.
Oops.
Alrighty, we are live here. I shared it out in a couple of places. I got to share it out on the other thing. The Mummy was released 26 years ago today.
Wow. Holy shnikes.
I saw that in the theater.
I was... How old was I? I'm on my 28. I was 2 years old.
Wow.
Oops, didn't mean to do that.
I think I shared it everywhere. I think I shared it here as well, but I'm going to share it anyway. There we go. You already said that. Okay, good. Thank you. Thanks, X. Mental 9R, Weston, Karai, all these guys are in the chat. All right, now you can see us. I got to download your thing, Frank. Give me a second. So we had an incident at GameStop about 45 minutes ago. We're going to talk about that first. Another gigantic rant about GameStop. So why did I go to GameStop? Because I wanted to get a PlayStation 5 Pro to keep in the damn closet in case the prices go up. I have a feeling they're going to go up on Friday. I don't know why. Something's telling me Friday. So I brought a bunch of stuff over there. Stuff that was sealed. I even opened to bring over there. You guys are never going to believe this, okay? This is GameStop. So I'm going to show you guys pictures. Let me just get my stuff together here. All right, everything's shared out, so we're good to go. I see the chat. Do they see us? I don't think they see it. No, they see us. Okay. No, they don't. I don't know. I can't tell anymore. Anyway, OBS sucks. So listen. We go there. I'm on my way there, and this is what it says. Series S. $247.50. Okay? And obviously you see that was 3:36 p.m. today. And it said that on the way there still. Okay? So I didn't realize that GameStop in the mall closes at 8 o'clock. I thought they closed at 9. We run in there, and then we're waiting because there's a guy in front of us who's buying a bunch of games. By the time we get help, and we apologize to the guy. We're like, oh, we thought, we closed at 9. The guy goes, no problem, whatever. Well, what happens? It's 8:03 when he's about to help us. So he takes the system and he's looking at it. It comes up, the trade is 220. And I go, wait a minute. It was supposed to be 247. Oh, that's the way it is. And I was like, yeah, but I think your website says 240. Doesn't matter. So I go to look at my phone and they dropped the value to 220 at 8 o'clock when their server's updated. So when the store closes, their servers update, I guess. So if he didn't help that guy in front of us, I still would have gotten 247.50, but whatever. So I was like, man, whatever. But they had a promotion where they're giving an extra $25. So it's like, I'm going to lose $2 on this deal. All right, no big deal. So then I give him the games. I had a shit ton of games to trade in. Ratchet and Clank can't take that. Resident Evil 7 can't take that. There was another game, can't take that. And I'm like, wait a minute. I traded these games in like the last time I was here, and they're on the website to trade in. Like the values are up there. And I told the guy, doesn't matter what the website said. And I'm like, all right, stop the trade. Like, we're done. And he got all butthurt. He gave me my ID back. He went to open the gate to hold the gate open for us to leave. But then he realized there were games behind the counter that were ours. So he came back, gave us those games, went back to the counter. Frank had to unhook my Series S from his testing monitor and pull the cords out of the thing and get the controller. This guy just walked away from us completely when we said that.
He
So
took it personally, which made no sense.
yeah, and then he turns around and goes, "It's going to be the same price tomorrow." And I'm like, "I'm not worried about the price. You're not taking out my games." I didn't say that to him. But I was like, "Yeah, I'll talk to the girl when the girl is here." Because every time we go there, the girl takes all the stuff. No problem. So I'm fucking done with this. Is why I don't like doing this stuff, because the anxiety, I get anxiety, okay? And I got a heart problem. So what am I going to do? Drop dead in GameStop? I can't be taking this shit. Like, I need to go to these places, get my stuff done, and then move on with life.
He's just some schmuck that is like not even a manager, quote unquote manager.
He's not a manager. He told us he wasn't a manager.
Yeah. But even in GameStop, a manager is probably just some yo-yo anyway. But even then, it's like, why are you, I don't know, like you're not working with the customers at all. And there's just, it's like an inconsistency.
Well, that's why they fucking didn't have business for 10 years, because nobody wants to go there. And that's fine.
Just trying
After I get my Switch in June, I'm done. I'm not going there ever again.
I mean, I
got what I wanted. I got my Switch.
Yeah.
I was going to get a Pro today to keep in the closet. Would have been the 10th Pro, by the way. I was going to keep that in the closet in case something happened and before the prices go up on that thing. But, fuck me, right?
You were just trying to figure out what was going on because everything was different. You weren't even like talking to the guy. You're like, oh, let me just check on my phone. He's like, going to be the same price. Going to be the same. Like, he just couldn't like get butt out. It's like, bro, we're just.
He couldn't even explain to me like, hey, at 8 o'clock our servers update, so the price probably changed. Then I would have been like, gotcha.
Yeah.
Instead of him being like, what?
Because he like acted like he wanted to help us and then he didn't want to help us. It's like, well, then why did you take us? Why don't you say, sorry, too late, come back tomorrow? Like, he was just being a dick for no reason.
Patriot Joel, what's up? Chrono, Stevie Mac, Mental, Karai, Wesson. Well, you guys are here. Thank you. All right, go ahead.
Thanks, guys. At least back in the day, you would have like, maybe there would be 2 employees there, but now they've downsized so much. There's always like just minimum 1 every single time.
That's why I said it, Mental, for you to laugh. Go ahead.
It's not even like you have an option, you know what I mean, to like go to somebody else in the same day, because it's like back in the day there would at least be minimum 2 employees, but that has dwindled down a lot. So if now you're dealt with just the one asshole and you're just like, well, what am I supposed to do? Like, I just have to go to a different store.
Yeah, no, that guy's nuts.
He looked like Review Tech USA, but older and taller. So there you go. And it was not him.
God forbid this guy actually had to work. Oh my God.
Listen, I appreciate that he stayed open for us to like do the trade, but he didn't want to do the trade.
It didn't matter. Yeah, it didn't even matter.
Like,
then
here's what happened. So Ratchet & Clank is launch day edition. That's because the case says launch day. So when you scan, it's got a different SKU, so it doesn't come up. So he would just have to go in the system and type Ratchet & Clank PS5, and it comes up and he could do the trade. If I traded just a disc in, he would have to type it in anyway.
Why doesn't Resident Evil 7 work?
Because I bought it from Amazon and it came with a skin. So the barcode is different. But the girl would say, hey, it's Resident Evil 7. I'm just going to type it in the system. Boom. Trade goes through.
It's still going to sell as RE7.
That's all the guy had to do. And the guy just scanned. Oh, nope. Doesn't come up. Oh, it doesn't matter what the website says. No, it matters what the website says because the website said you take it. If you didn't take it, the website would say you don't take it. And I traded those games in before anyway. It's not a big deal. It's just, I'm not doing this shit where he's taking like half the games he's not going to take. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. No. Because I wanted to get the PlayStation 5 Pro and I need the bump. They're giving a 40% bump on games. If you're trading games towards the Switch 2 pre-order, a game, if you put $5 down on any Switch 2 game, you get a 40% bump. So yes, that does matter. How many games you got that you're bringing in?
Yeah.
Richard, what's up? Jeff M, what's up? Got a packed house. So listen, this is rant 1 of 2 because there's going to be massive rants tonight about Xbox. If you saw Gaming After Dark last night and Xbox goes to hell on Monday, you ain't seen nothing yet. Anyway.
Yeah.
That just made me so mad because the way he was like acting just pissed me off.
Yeah, because he's an elite. When you work at GameStop, you're an elitist. I mean, that's all it is.
He just wouldn't listen. Why he wouldn't even let us finish a
This
sentence.
This is like the guy when we went to trade in the Xbox One, the VCR one. I updated it and we brought it over there, and the guy was like, because it says you have to connect every Xbox One to the internet when you do the testing for the first time, because you wipe the machine and then they have to test it. So it says, got to connect to there. And the guy was like, you didn't update it. I was like, I just updated it before I came. Oh, no, you didn't update it. And the guy's screaming at me on the phone because her and DJ brought it over there. This guy screaming at me on the phone. You didn't update it. So I called the district manager. He goes, we're going to give you extra $25 credit and fuck that guy. Bring your machine in tomorrow. And guess what? That store doesn't exist anymore. That store closed last year. That's the Monroe store.
I've had that happen before where
Yeah, I
it was
remember
like a trade in and they're just like, oh yeah, no, you have to up. It's like, it already is. I'm not going back home. I literally went back home. It was already updated. Like he was like, fuck. I was like, you motherfucker. That was years ago.
Jeff M, they're giving an extra 40% trading credit on games towards the pre-order of any Switch 2 game or accessory. So.
Oh, you know, but we don't know our own promotions.
Yeah, they don't.
They
The guy
never
had no
know.
idea. He goes, "Oh yeah, well, I'll have to see that when we scan everything." It's like,
Dude, if you're the only
and then they're
one
giving an
in
extra
the store-
$25 on the Series S, so I would have gotten $225, but it didn't even come. I'm sorry, I would have gotten $245, but the guy didn't even scan that in properly. He didn't. This is why these guys that work there, they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
This is good. This is it. This will be their downfall. It always has been. Like just the bad experiences overall.
Right.
Like we're able to use
Well,
them
like
for
we
a
said,
dumping ground
the
for
dumping
pro and
ground,
Switch 2, but that's it. Like
Tonight was just like a whim thing, and I opened a lot of sealed games for this shit. By the way, a lot of
Yeah, they're all
sealed
and you have
games.
to
here
take
next to
time to
me.
go through it. I was gonna say you have to take time to go through it, see what you
I
want.
did.
Like
I had to go
it
through
takes a
everything. I
lot
had to
of
take it
time.
out of the
Yeah.
register. Some of the games because we had triples at the store. Doom Eternal, he wouldn't take, even though they took it the last time I was there. I traded in
It's just
2
so-
other copies there. No problem. She
It's
took it.
like nobody's gonna have the same experience because it's all inconsistent. It's like some people will be okay, some people, sometimes you never have problems at all, and then other times it's either there's no in between. It's either like, okay, yeah, they took it, everything was fine, to no, they're trying to like steal the games, or they're trying to
Well, that
get a one up on a customer. It's like what the hell?
3:30, 6 p.m. It was $247.50 plus $25. Okay. When we got after 8 o'clock, it dropped to $220 plus $25. Again, the guy didn't even know there was an extra $25 bonus thing. But yeah, when he started saying we can't take this, we can't, I'm like, we're done. Like, stop the
Don't
trade.
even do it.
I don't
Well,
blame
and
you.
not to mention, he separated all the stuff. So we had to take all the stuff back ourselves. So we had to go out to the car and check to make sure everything was there. Like this guy just didn't care. He literally left the machine just sitting there. Like, oh, like he didn't say it, but he acted.
Yeah, I
like,
hope he
"Oh,
doesn't
oh."
cancel my pre-orders on there.
I hope not.
We're going to get to fuck Xbox in a minute, everybody. Xbox fucked up really bad. Anyway, well, this is GameStop, and this is what they do. And thank God that after June, I don't have to deal with these fuckers anymore, so fuck them. If I could get this Pro tomorrow, great. If not, fuck them. I don't want nothing to do with them. MILF Man, what's going on, man? We acknowledge this guy in the chat. Excuse me, by the way. Anyway.
Yeah, if the girl was there, she should complain about him and be like, yo, who's that fucking fat guy that works?
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna.
Hey, Fred, if you want to go there and say that, that's up to
No,
you.
honestly, I mean, yeah, I don't know if they're,
I'll do it. I don't give a shit.
I just think that like it doesn't make sense, especially when it's like you're gonna go there and get a completely different experience, hopefully, and it's like, okay, well then he was the problem. Like it's literally these.
Well, he was the
specific
problem
employees.
because those games that he wouldn't take, I traded in. It's on their
And then they'll
website that they
them
take them.
tomorrow, for example. So it's like, if you bring them in and they take them, it's like, okay, well, what the hell?
Well,
Again, every
worst
time
comes to
it's
worst, Frank
inconsistent.
just takes them out of the goddamn boxes and puts them in sleeves.
That's what. Yeah. Like if they don't take them, I mean, that's what I'll do, and I'll go to the other one if I have. Like, what am I gonna have to do? Go to like 15 GameStops because nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Except for one girl. You know what I mean? Who
Yeah.
doesn't work tomorrow. So there you go. It's ridiculous.
If she worked tomorrow, I'd be like, oh, no problem. I'll just go there. It'd be fine.
We never had an
Of
issue with
course.
this one until now. Well, we had the other guy, the guy that fucked with Fred.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
so
But
you're-
I mean,
so
that
you're
one-
gonna
even-
go to the mall.
Even that one wasn't bad. We're not going to the mall. That's where we got this guy.
Oh, okay.
And he said he's
Okay.
working tomorrow. He made it clear, like, same prices tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. She won't be here till Friday.
It's like,
he
well, we're
said
not going to
that.
be here
Like,
tomorrow.
there's one.
motherfucker.
There's one in walking distance, Dick. Like, I'm going to that
Yeah.
one.
He's probably calling
Like, I'm
all his
really
friends tonight. Oh, these guys might come in tomorrow. Don't take their
His
stuff.
boyfriends.
Yeah. So stupid.
Should go there
Made
and
me
troll
so
him
mad.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm going back tomorrow, so let's see what happens. Not to the same one, so
I should trade in my games tomorrow at the mall. Just see how he is. Just
he
to
won't
test
take
his-
half.
He
of
won't
them.
take half of them.
It reminded me of the.
It
remember the
reminded me of
parody?
20 years ago when they pulled that shit.
Yes, where he threw it at you and was like, "We don't take this," and you made that.
He said
parody
they don't
video,
sell
and
it.
it was
The
so
guy told me
accurate.
the guy told me that Sega Tennis All Stars was exclusive to Xbox. And I was like, no, you fuck, it's packed in with the Xbox. It's not exclusive.
It was
So
literally the
stupid.
same thing that happened.
I have to
It's
call
so
corporate
funny.
tomorrow like this. Come on. That's what we do. We complain around here. I don't want to call corporate. I just want to go get my shit.
That's all I could think of though was that guy. No, sir, we don't take this game. Like it was literally the same thing. It literally happened.
Yeah, another
again.
fat guy.
Yeah, there's a revenge again.
Whatever. All right. So well, we will update you guys probably tomorrow with a video. But we'll see what happens. Frank's gonna go. I'm probably gonna go over there and meet him there halfway through the trade or whatever. So we will yeah, they were Jeff M. So there you go. We're talking about GameStop right now. Xbox is coming. We're gonna talk about Xbox in like 5 seconds. So I gotta change my account to that. To what?
Pony 9R.
Oh, Pony 9R. Hey, he ordered a PlayStation 5 Pro. Congratulations on Mental 9R in the chat.
Did he?
He did. Because you know why? He's afraid that they're going to jack up the price. So, and if they do, then he got lucky. If they don't, then he got lucky. They probably, they most likely will jack the price. Maybe that's why they dropped the price of the Series S, because they're going to jack up the price of the Pro.
Yeah, it could
Who
be.
the hell knows? We have no idea. When we wake up tomorrow, we're going to find out, I guess. All right.
Yeah, it's not good.
All right. So this is it. So now we got to get to Xbox. Okay. They've committed the crime of the century. For real.
Yeah.
This is your game, Anthony.
Yeah.
We're looking at it on the screen here.
I mean, this is something we've been talking about since February of last year. As far as us kind of suspecting that they were going to make a certain jump and go
Only
full
4
third party.
games, Anthony, and it's not Gears,
Yeah.
Halo, Forza, Starfield.
We were told four games last year. We were lied to by the liar, and basically strung along. And
Oh, I never
now
said
you
that. I
have-
never lied about that. I never said that.
Yeah. Now
You know,
have,
this guy, let me tell you something, man. This guy sucks. Oh, well, they had to pivot. They changed. Listen to me. They knew exactly what they were doing. This game didn't go into development when they announced it the other day. They didn't magically just start working on it. This is over a year of development. So he knew before he went out there and said that these games weren't coming, that they were coming.
Yep.
Just saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, but it's true because we kept getting him caught in those lies. We kept, calling him out, and we were talking about it for the whole year of just like, okay, they're making different decisions. They're only caring more and more about Game Pass. Many of us stopped, investing as much in the library, just not knowing the state of things.
Right.
And so we slowly, but surely are getting, Forza just came
He
out
wants you to
last
call him
month.
Shirley and fuck him, because that's exactly what's been going on around here at Microsoft.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's basically, where we're at now is, kind of just watching it in slow motion, kind of taking into effect. But it's happening a lot faster, though. It feels very strange still that we're in that position because you would have never thought that this would be the case. But Forza, and now you have Gears of War,
and you had
is on
Sony tweeted out.
PlayStation.
Sony
Yeah.
tweeted out. Here it is on the screen. Rev up your Lancers. Gears of War Reloaded comes to PS5 on August 26th. Remastered from the ground up. Exactly at 12 noon on the 5th of May, 2025. They broke the
Still hard
news.
to-
Huh?
It's hard to digest that. Like that's crazy to see it. Even though I've seen it already a bunch, it's just still like crazy.
My
Like it looks
childhood,
fake.
my childhood's like screaming right now.
Jamie, what's up?
Yeah, it's a little odd, but
Well, guess what? On June 8th, you better get ready for Halo because that's coming. That's why
Yeah,
they
I mean,
locked
that's-
all these fucking Xbox guys out of the building. They say, yeah, we're not doing Fan Fest because you guys are you're gonna show up here with things strapped to your chest and all this crazy shit going on. So we don't want none of that. They didn't want an arena full of crybabies in there.
Yeah, no. So they basically, they basically
And
just,
you know what the damage control is, Anthony? Well, we're just happy that more people get to play these great. It's like, oh, fuck yourself.
I hate that.
Go fuck yourself. Because you know what? Sony ain't giving you Spider-Man or God of War or Helldivers 2. You're not getting those games, motherfucker. Because if you were, then you could say, well, it's great that everyone gets to play these games. Dude, you're lying to yourself? You got to come out of the closet? You got to stop. Okay? Embrace who you are. You are a gamer. You're going to play your games where you're going to have fun and you're going to get more value out of your box and where you're going to get the most games. Okay? Stop with the horse shit. Xbox is dead. And I've been seeing tweets all fucking week about, well, Sega, did Sega die when they put their game? Sega didn't put their fucking games on Nintendo while the Dreamcast was still on sale. Sega fucking died and said, we're dead. Where do we go from here? Oh, let's put our shit on Nintendo. Sega didn't fucking go, hey, yeah, we're fucking doing great numbers, and then we got the Sega Net thing
Sega
going.
didn't
and
have a choice at that point. They were like,
we're putting this shit on Nintendo. We're putting this shit here. Don't worry, everybody. We're not. Hardware's not going there. We got a fucking handheld coming out, the Nomad. We're doing all. They didn't say all that shit. Sega said, "Fuck it. We are dead. We are done. We're done with hardware."
We have no
now
choice.
we move on to software, and they've been successful ever since. That's all Microsoft has to do. Instead, Microsoft's like, oh, just wait. Oh, you got a handheld coming out. Did you see the handheld they announced today? From Asus? It doesn't even have the Xbox button on it. It has a fucking X button on it. A red button that has an X on it.
Do you think that's because they're showing it in June?
And then you got people tweeting, well, it plays my whole Xbox library, so I'm good. Like, no, it doesn't. It only plays your games for Windows, you moron. But that's okay. You go out and buy this shit for $750, and then you find out that your fucking games don't work on there. This is the problem. There's a massive problem. Let's leak tons of shit out about stuff that's not even true. And then when everyone goes out and spends their money and they find out that it's not true, they'll just return it. What did you miss? You missed everything.
Wait, and you're stringing it along. You're stringing people along on Game Pass, and that's the
They've been doing that for years, and we were buying it. And then, then 2023 and 2024 happened. 2022 happened. Remember that?
Yep.
We're sitting there, and the first 5 minutes of presentation, yeah, we got nothing this year. Like, what?
Yeah.
You have all these fucking guys going on the internet saying Banjo's coming back, saying this is coming back. And the minute that show ended, all those same fucking guys were like, well, I never confirmed that. You were just led to believe, you just wanted to believe it on your own. It's like, oh, fuck yourself. Those tweets are still up, by the way.
But I don't understand why people, again, are still even in denial with this news. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
More people get to play these great games. Yeah, that's fine. They can play them while next gen you don't have a box and they do.
There you go.
But the Microsoft PC with Steam. Go buy fucking Steam right now. What are you waiting for? Seriously, what are you fucking waiting for? What is your fat fucking ass waiting for? Get off the fucking chair, stop podcasting, go to the fucking store, buy a computer, and put Steam on your fucking computer and play it.
But they're not getting invited out to
The
dinners anymore,
Xbox
so they're
Series
sad.
X can't even run their own fucking games properly. How are you going to put Steam on that thing? You know how many compatibility issues there's going to be?
But they're sad, They don't have the dinners anymore. They don't have people, that's the problem. They feel like they have to.
There's a goddamn reason why this is a console. Because it's a fucking console. You turn it on, you play a game. That's it.
Again, here we are. Just
They act like
It's with-
Steam is going to be the fucking like antichrist of the fucking Xbox. Like this is going to bring us back. They're trying to get rid of hardware, you morons.
yeah, they're going in that direction.
They don't want you buying this thing at $600.
You have to.
They're
read the
making it
writing on the
$600
wall.
so that the shareholders go, no one's buying this shit even at $600. I think you should get rid of it. And they'll go, are you sure? Okay, we'll get rid of it. It's not like we're not losing our ass on this thing anyway. And boom,
It's
they are done.
nuts. Between the price hikes and all this stuff, it's just kind of rubbing it in the face of.
They did the
people that
price
have been
hikes on
told,
purpose. They want to kill the hardware, and that's fine. That's
No
fine. They
coincidence
want to kill
they
the hardware.
announced years
This is
right
this is the game that Microsoft plays, okay, with the shareholders. They make it to the point where people don't want it and they don't buy it. And then they go to the shareholders, or the shareholders go to them and be like, stop. And they go, are you sure? Yes, stop. Okay, we'll stop. No more
And
hardware. So you license the
that's it.
name out to Asus, which they're doing with the handheld thing. And God knows who the hell's going to make their next gen console, which is a PC. This is what everyone's saying online, so who the fuck knows, right? But
And
you're gonna
what's, you know-
you're gonna license it out to Dell or Lenovo. They're gonna make the little box that says Xbox on it, and it has your PC thing on it. It's like the Alienware Alpha. It's like the Steam machines from back in the day. It's the same concept. It's like the 3DO, or yeah, it was 3DO and not even really CDI, but 3DO. 3DO licensed their shit out. Anybody could buy it. Gold Star, Panasonic. Oh, his pro's going to be there on Friday, says Mental. Look at this.
Nice.
Nice.
Still thinking about. Oh, there you go. What's this about? Asus is making the Xbox handheld, which got leaked today. What was this guy's name? Hubert? Herbert?
I said Hubert.
I don't.
but
They
could be
have all
wrong.
these stupid fucking
Oh.
Keenan and Kel.
Kenan
This is
or
your
Keenan.
Xbox handheld, people. It got fucking leaked out today.
Ian and Kel.
This is what it looks
a
like.
Big plastic piece of
It
crap.
looks like somebody ate fucking hot dogs and Doritos and put their fingers all over it.
Ah,
That's your X button, by the way, on the top left. That red button. That's your Xbox button. You know, and by the way, this isn't really gonna. They're saying, oh, it's gonna have Xbox OS on it. It's gonna play all my current games. It's like, no, it's just gonna play your Windows games.
that button is just going to open that app that we all have already on Windows.
Why
'cause
is
it's a
that-
Windows-based PC?
Fred, I mean, look, if you eat potato chips, and this has handles. Why the fuck does it have
It
handles on
looks
it?
like there's a dead bug in the speaker. Look at that.
There
Doesn't it look
probably
like-
is. You see how dirty this thing is?
Jesus. Did someone stick it up their ass and then use it?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
probably.
It looks like the GameCube keyboard. Do you guys remember that? It
Yeah, I
had,
do
the
remember that.
fins and that's what
There
it
was a
looks
game.
like.
There's a GameCube keyboard.
Yeah, Fred.
for, like,
we
Fantasy
don't
Star or
talk about
something.
that. This is the savior right here. The big motherfucking savior.
Big.
This is the handheld device that's going to save the entire goddamn brand.
What has Xbox done?
This is
Huh?
going to make Satya be like, you know what? Holy fuck. This handheld is going to make us want to sell actual consoles again.
And it's going to be $800. The one we saw at Best Buy is already $800 before any like the price hikes. It's got to be
That's-
over $800 or more.
Yeah,
That's insane.
It has. to
No,
be. I mean,
Xbox loves us, man. It's going to be $299. Come
I
on.
wouldn't pay $20.
Listen, if
for
it's
fucking thing.
$299, I'll go out and buy it the day it comes out. It ain't going to be $299.
Bro, it's a
I
Asus.
wouldn't pay-
You're going to buy it for $299 and get robbed.
Well, I'll buy the
wouldn't pay-
warranty. No,
I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
pay $20 for this fucking thing. Hell no.
It looks so crappy. Like it just looks like so junky.
No, but
why
this
are
is
there
this
handles?
for months we've been hearing that the handheld's going to save this fucking thing. This is the handheld. This sloppy piece of shit.
sloppy
really
piece.
greasy.
Frank, you're right. This looks like somebody pulled it out of their ass.
So do you think this is going to happen in June now that this is leaking out, or are they going to do it before?
Well, they'll probably show it in June because this is what
I mean, it's a
Microsoft
month
does. They
away at
always
this
leak
point.
shit, and then when they turn around and change what they're doing, then everyone
They're
looks
like,
stupid.
"Hee-hee."
The Xbox handheld Phil's ass sweat edition.
You
I
know
mean,
how many
this is-
people would buy that? Actually, there's a lot.
A lot.
Again, they don't want to do it in person, the event, because again, they don't want to. They're gonna expect it to be under their seats like Oprah or some shit. You
Well,
know?
they're not going to be in the building because they don't want. Like I said, they don't want like the end of that movie. They don't want fucking people going crazy.
Yeah. They don't want it to cut the black.
Yeah, right.
It's like, dude, they're already.
Look at the bezels on this thing. Do you guys see the bezels? Like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, I don't really know. And this is going to be the savior. This is it.
When did this come out? 2005.
Bro, if you're gonna leak this thing, have
That looks
nice
like a Game
pictures.
Gear.
Bro, a Game Gear looks better than that.
Yeah.
I hate it. Thanks, I hate it.
Well, hey, at least it makes you not want to buy it, so that's good.
Oh yeah, I have no problem not buying this for.
It looks like it was
$800.
3D
I'll
printed.
be okay.
Mental, there's a white one.
I can't wait though until the button just brings up the app like it does, because they said this is Windows, so there's no way that it has a whole OS built into it. It's Windows. Doesn't
That's
have-
okay. Let all these crazy people online think that it has it. Let them go out and buy it, and then they're going to be disappointed.
Yep.
And then you're going to lose more customers.
Just buy a Legion Go at this point. Honestly.
Oh, it's just a
Well,
Yeah.
Xbox didn't make them help it. Remember the Logitech G Cloud that I got over here? All these Xbox. Ooh, Microsoft helped them make it. No, they didn't. They put Game Pass in the box, you moron. They were trying to get people on a cloud streaming device to use their cloud service, you fucking idiot. Microsoft didn't sit with Logic. Hey, this is how you build this thing over here. Oh, yeah, you sure about that? Yeah, that's how you do it. Did they help Amazon build the Fire Stick when they included the Xbox app? Come on, wake the fuck up. What's wrong with people? God damn.
Wake the F up. This thing looks horrible. I'm literally looking at this thing like I can't believe that this is real. And
I
people
can't
are
even
going to
look
try
at it
to like
anymore.
justify this.
This is real. This is it. This is
Look
the savior.
Look at the Legion Go compared to that thing. It looks so much better, and it's out now, and it's $599.
Yes,
Is
but
it
just
really
like
like
Steam, you
$5.99?
can put that on any computer app, but we gotta wait till 2027 for Xbox to release their Steam console. Who the fuck cares? Hey, let me tell you something. If you're waiting till 2027 to play God of War, okay, you have a fucking problem, dude. You have a problem. A PlayStation is $399 right now. Okay? If you want the disc drive so you can stick the discs up your ass and buff them between your ass cheeks, that's $449. The Astrobot bundle. By the way, you get 2 games with that. You get Astro Playroom and Astrobot. Or whatever the first Astro is called. Why are you going to spend all this money for the Xbox PC thing to play a game that's fucking 10 years old? You guys understand? Like, what you guys don't even pay attention to what you're doing. Not all the PlayStation games are on PC. Not all of them are coming to PC. Gran Turismo 7 ain't. Sony canceled the PC port.
Astrobot isn't.
Astrobot isn't as of right now. I mean, how could you really put it on there? You need the DualSense controller for that. They might release it and say, hey, we require DualSense. Then you're kind of fucked. But, bro, what the fuck are you guys waiting for? Just have fun. Buy the fucking PlayStation, play these games, and then throw the fucking thing out. Or sell it or trade it in or something. Give it to a family member. Why is this a flex that you're going to get Steam and then you're going to have fucking God of War 1 from fucking 2014 on it or whatever that game came out?
2018.
That's what I don't
2018.
understand.
I'm 4 years off.
The machine is so cheap. Like you could, but if this thing is really what we think, like $800,
Boom,
you're not
boom,
gonna buy
kaboom.
the $400 PlayStation.
Boom, boom, kaboom. Noof Nukem's in the room. There he is.
No.
What's up, Noof?
What's going on, man? Hey,
What
the
up?
Discord's open if you ever want to jump in, but he knows that. He jumped in on Xbox Goes to Hell.
Yeah.
He had plenty of what he had to say, and last night was great too. Go back after the show is over. Watch Gaming After Dark from last night. Phenomenal show.
Oh my god, you guys had me dying laughing from that. That was
Dude, we didn't even
hilarious.
care. Like, it was over. Like,
That's so great.
And I don't know, you're wicked hot. He went into business for himself. Shout out to him. And he surprised everybody with that thing because we were like, what is this guy doing? Anyway, this is the savior right here. How do you put your discs in there?
Throw them up your ass.
I hope too that this
Ooh,
needs
hell,
micro SD Express, so you can't even get away with that like a regular SD. You got to buy the new card
That's
just to
all-
increase the price.
That's what ROG stands for. It should stand for return of the gamers. I don't know. Because you're always returning the Asus products. You know, I like how people call it Asus. It's Asus, you morons.
Acer.
Asus.
Well, Acer is a different company.
I know.
That's my laptop.
Right. Sony cares about their console. Too bad Xbox completely gave up on their console. Yeah, they did. They did. But don't worry, GFM. When you buy the handheld, the Z Wave is going to hit and everything's going to be great.
Everyone will be restored to their former glory.
Yeah. So there you go. This is what everyone's raving over. It looks like an Xbox fan used this. Holy shit.
So bad.
Yeah, but just buy a Switch 2. God damn it. It's not that hard. But Mario Kart's 80. It comes in a fucking bundle for 50. Shut up. Who the fuck is buying Mario Kart separately? Who? Tell me who the fuck is buying that game on its own.
Anthony.
Who the
Yeah,
fuck
what's
went to
up, man?
GameStop first in line and goes, don't give me the bundle, please? And then they pre-ordered
Unfortunately,
Mario
they-
Kart for $80 fucking dollars. Who the fuck did that? Tell me.
I know who did it.
It's the only one I could get.
Okay, but that was the only one you could get because they sold out. It's not like
Yeah,
you
we
went
were
first up to the line and go,
frantically-
hey, you know what?
yeah.
I want to be tortured today.
We were frantically trying to get them.
But who said, you know what? I have a plan. I'm going to just get the one without the game and I'm going to buy the game on its own. Nobody said that.
Nobody. Nobody would be stupid enough to do that. Mario Kart's the game. Why wouldn't ugh,
And Donkey Kong is 70.
right.
So besides Zelda and Kirby and all these upgrades, who the fuck is paying $80?
I won.
Who?
I'm not.
Who?
You know what's funny too that I was just thinking? If you were say this thing is really $799 like we anticipate, you could buy the Switch for $500 and a PS4 for $400 and you'd only be at $900, or PS5 and you'd have both systems like for
But
almost the
this
same
is
price as this piece of
Asus. Their,
junk.
their products are horrible. They always break.
I know.
They're not a good company. If you build PCs, you know to avoid Asus. And Asus, they are everywhere in the PC world. They have to, Micro Center has to bundle you with Asus shit because nobody's buying them.
No, it honestly sucks that there is again, the false hope to try to, again, get this gen, back on track for them, and it's not going to happen with this. It's not going to happen with
it's
these
over.
decisions
I mean,
that are being made.
We went from
you know?
talking about Gears of War to this. I mean, it's over. They're putting all their top games on PlayStation. It's pro enhanced, by the way.
It's pro enhanced. It is, another Ultimate Edition. It's supposed to be better than Ultimate Edition, and it's cross play, cross progression, 60 frames for the campaign in 4K, 120 frames for multiplayer. And I can only hope that this, brings people into Gears that have never played it. It's been 20 years this November.
You know who's
And,
going to
you
get
know-
back into it? People that were on the 360 but jumped to PlayStation 4 during Xbox
Yeah.
One.
Definitely.
Those guys are coming back, and they're going to have fun, and that's great.
The servers will be populated with people, it will be, because if you play Gears 1 now, there's some people that play it, like the original. I'm talking the original Gears. There's still people that play it, but it's very few and far between. So this will have your co-op. Some people might be surprised that it's 4v4, but that's the way Gears 1 was. I know there's people online that are bitching about that, but you weren't around when Gears 1 came out. They probably only played Gears 5, and they're like, why isn't it 5v5? Well, guess what? There's Warzone, Execution, and then there's, the assassination mode in Gears. There's the, trying to remember the other one. I don't know if there's the, yeah, that's the leader one. That's what it is, where you have to kill the team leader and then the team stops spawning. So it's like, you're not going to have team deathmatch. I'm sorry, but you're not going to. They might add it in there, but team deathmatch was not in Gears 1. It was just Warzone, Execution, and then those other modes. So I don't know. Like, I don't know what they're going to do, if they're going to take those liberties and like make it like TDM and, but the way I used to play Gears is that it was one round, you die once, you have to wait till the next round. It's not like you die and you have to keep spawning. Like, that's what I grew up with, So I kind of like going back to that. I hope E-Day does the same thing. I don't want TDM in there. I mean, they'll add it in there, I'm sure, to make fans happy, but I miss the old days of just like, it could be 5v5 Warzone, sure, add another character or add another player, but I'm excited to go back and, play the OG shit a little bit. And I'll have my PC. So, I was kind of talking about this the other night on the Xbox Goes to Hell, but, but I am going to check out the PlayStation version because my dad is finally going to check out Gears of War after 20 years of always, he always knew about it. He always watched me play it from time to time on Xbox. He's like, oh man, why isn't this on PlayStation? Well, guess what? Now it is. So I'll definitely play it on there.
Hey, Dad, you waited 20 years, but here it is.
Yeah, and it's only the first game. Wow, look at that. All that time.
Oh,
right?
yeah, all these guys. Oh, the trilogy is coming. Oh,
Marcus Phoenix collection.
Marcus Phoenix, the Gears trilogy, Gears collection. Where is it?
Yeah.
This is one game, and it has online. You said you're releasing the whole thing with no online. Well, you got the first game with online. What's this all about?
With online. Yeah, with online. I
Again,
really don't know.
Xbox lets these people say this stuff, and then it's completely wrong every time, and they just leave these guys out to dry.
And then these guys turn around and say, well, we never said that, but the tweets are still up.
Oh, yeah, and then people produce the receipts, and they're like, well, that's just what, they come up with something. It's like, just stop saying the stuff.
Yeah.
They can't, nobody can admit they're fucking wrong. And by the way, and Noof says Acer and Asus equal and awful. There you go. Equal and awful product. Listen to me really quick. I want to say one more thing, because I've been seeing this all over Twitter as well, and the internet. And I've been hearing this in videos. Why can't we just stop talking bad about games and just enjoy them? How am I supposed to fucking enjoy it when I spent thousands of dollars on this thing and you fucking telling me you're not making it no more? How? You're telling me, oh, it's only 4 games. Those aren't the games. Oh, no, they are the games a year later. But then you're telling me that my digital library, oh, no, it's going to be safe. Don't worry. How the fuck do I know you're not lying about that?
Yeah, and it's more than just thousands, okay?
So,
it's
yes,
like...
I could play games and pretend like everything's all good. But one day I might wake up and Philly Spencer at fucking noon might have Sony tweet, hey, Xbox, we deleted your whole fucking library. Come to PlayStation. How do I know? I don't know. Nobody knows. Axel, what's going on? He came in at the right time, this guy.
You're not wrong, though. That's what's so funny. Like, you're completely right.
Just play your game. Yeah, it might be in 45 hours in the Skyrim, and guess what? They might just pull the game the next day. I didn't say we're going to keep your library online. Yeah, you said that like 50 times.
They believe in preservation, and nothing has happened.
They believed in preservation the same week that they pulled discs from Walmart. Remember that one? We talked about that. We were like, what are they talking about?
And everyone ran online. Oh, they're going to keep doing backwards compatibility. See, that's what that means. And they haven't done anything. It's like so funny.
The backwards compatibility program has been closed for like 4 years now, 5 years, whatever it's been.
Yep. I don't understand why. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, that they do that.
But that's okay. Let's just play our backlog. Who the fuck? Name me a console company besides Xbox who said, here's the new console, but play your old games. Backlog. Xbox promoted the backlog like last year. Who does that? Yeah, buy a new console and just play fucking your backlog. Okay, asshole. I'll go all the way back to Nintendo, the NES, and I'll play all the games I didn't fucking get to play. Why would I do that? Now I understand people have a current backlog, like they bought like Red Dead 2 or something, and they didn't get to the whole thing. Great, but here's the thing: if those games were gonna hold your interest, you would have beaten them.
Yeah, for me, I'm actually, speaking of Red Dead, I'm waiting to play through the full thing once I get the PC done, because then I'll play it in 60. I
Right.
just thought I hated playing it in 30. I was just like, it still looked good.
Right, and
But I
at
was
30, you
like-
said I'm gonna wait.
Yeah. But I don't like you said, I'm not sitting there like, oh man, back in 2002, like I never finished like these, PlayStation.
But why are
or
they
GameCube
selling you
games.
a box
like-
today and telling you, oh yeah, you should go back and play those older games? If you want to play an
Yeah,
old
it's like
game,
you're
that's
making
fine.
us wait for all the shit.
But dude,
Like,
because you have no new games coming out, like don't fucking tell me I gotta go play my old games.
oh, but stay on Game Pass. Oh, but stay, keep waiting. No Perfect Dark. All this shit that we
Keep
talked
waiting,
about,
keep
right?
giving us money every year for Game Pass. It's coming. Don't worry. We heard
Only
that.
4 games.
We heard that Fable was coming this year. We heard Perfect Dark was coming this year. We heard that Gears Z Day is coming in. Where the fuck
Where-
are they?
Where
Where?
is Fable?
It's delayed.
Where
In
is
November,
it, man?
in November, they said Fable was coming 2025. And then in February, it was like, oh no, that got delayed till next year. But it never had a date anyway, so everyone should shut up. You fucking told everyone in November it was coming out this year. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
They let these guys leak all this shit and everyone gets their hopes up. And here, oh, Fable's coming this year. Here's another. And it was right before Christmas. So what are you doing for Christmas? You're getting another year of Game Pass. You get another year of Game Pass, another year of Game Pass. February hits. Oh, well, we never said it was coming out. Okay. Then when these leaks come out, why don't you stop the leaks? Why don't you go on the Microsoft Twitter and be like, Fable's not coming out. We don't know why this crazy guy wrote that on the internet. No. They fucking leak it out, and they have these guys put it out there, and then people get their hopes up and spend their money. That's bullshit. Noof Nukem is every woman's dream, he says. Wait, what?
That's not what he said.
SIB Studio, what's up? All I hear from the Xbox crowned on the X is the sound of defeat. I can't read tonight. They raised the white flag and will not accept Xbox failed. If Game Pass is your biggest play and bragging about it to you. Oh, wow. Okay. You're 2-incher. There you go.
I've seen them
Wow.
spin it every which way. They said, well, see, Microsoft's playing 4D chess because they're taking over PlayStation from the inside.
Yeah, when
Like,
you
I've seen
can't
that
buy an
all-
Xbox next
On the
generation,
inside.
what are you going to say then?
That's literally what they're saying. And then for about Gears, they're like, that's okay that they're getting it because we're going to smoke all the noobs that haven't played it. It's like, are you insane? Like,
Yeah.
why- how's that a
Well,
flex?
Oh, Gears
You're
1 is
so
20
dumb.
years old, so it's okay.
That's
It's like,
literally, I've seen that too.
And
Like,
by the
they just
way,
can't say, yo,
This is a
happening.
remaster of the remaster, which is everyone's been shitting on Sony for that, including us.
yes.
I don't see any Xbox guys that this is a remaster. They're like, oh my God, this is great.
Now, thankfully, all of us in here, if you bought the Ultimate Edition before 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. the day they announced it, you essentially get this version for free.
But if you
which
have
is
it on
nice.
disc, you don't.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. So, well, that makes sense because they said you're going to get a message in your Xbox messages before it comes out. We're going to send you a code. It's like for our day oneers. That's what they said. For our day oneers.
Aren't the clown's
like this-
basement? What the fuck?
He is.
They were like, for our day oneers, we're going to give this game to you for free. They try to like soften the blow because there was a whole Xbox Wire press release that they put out, and they put out screenshots. It does look good from the screenshots. Like, I'm not saying it looks bad.
You know what it
They
looks
have a
like,
new-
Anthony? It
the
looks
new
like Gears of
cover
War.
art is different too. It looks like Gears. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Like you said, it is going to be pro enhanced. We know that's going to be the console that it's
But listen to
going
me.
to be
It's
running
pro
on, but-
enhanced on the competitor's machine. Why
yeah,
would
it's a
you
slap
even,
in the face?
why would you
It's a
even buy
double-
this on the current machine? You wouldn't. You're going to go buy a pro and play it on there.
Yeah, but it'll be on Game Pass though.
Also,
how
I
could you
heard
brag?
this today,
Noof
too.
Noofcom says, "How could you brag about Xbox games selling well on PlayStation? Shouldn't they sell better on Xbox?" Come on, Noof. The industry is changing.
That's why they should run the best on Xbox. That's why we're bitching, is because we paid for this.
The industry is
console to
changing.
run
You
shit
didn't tell me
best.
that when I bought this machine. You should have told me that before I bought the machine, so I can make a decision that's better than what you told me.
And Xbox didn't
This
put out a
machine was
competitor
supposed
to
to
the
eat.
Pro.
This machine was supposed to eat machines for breakfast. Remember that bullshit?
Yeah.
The Series X was codenamed Anaconda.
Where did the power go? Where the fuck did it go?
Where's the power?
Honestly.
Where's the tools? These
Yeah.
guys can't find the tools for 20 fucking years. Where's the tools at?
Does it run some stuff good? Yeah, but has it kept up in 5 years? No, it hasn't. That's the
tools.
problem.
Oh fuck, the tools. Do I have tools here?
Where's my
There you
hammer?
go.
The tools. I got
Wait.
tools right here.
He's got the tools.
Where's the hammer?
tools?
Oh my god!
Shit, yeah.
Oh, there's the tool. There you go.
Yeah.
You
The
want to
only
hear
tool
something
around
else?
here is Phil Spencer. That's all I can fucking tell you.
Want to hear something else that's going to piss a lot of people off?
Go
that
ahead.
I found absolutely.
Everyone hates us
hilarious
anyway.
today?
Go ahead.
Allegedly, so it leaked out through a Spanish retailer that there will be a physical of Gears, but on PS5 only.
Wow.
No Xbox
Interesting.
physical release.
Yeah, because they know the Xbox people don't buy the shit, and they know that PlayStation people do buy the shit.
But how like all those people online that they love they want to make us let us have physical. They
Yeah.
want choice. Nope.
Not on your console. Not on their own console.
Got to buy
Yeah,
a physical.
for me,
on PS5.
personally, I'll probably be jumping back and forth from PlayStation to
Anthony,
PC.
it's over. Just fucking be done with Xbox.
I am.
Well, I'm not done with PC though.
And by the
I'm
way,
just
listen
getting
to me.
started.
Game Pass, CD Keys no longer has those deals for Ultimate, the 3-month deals. So
No,
you can't
it's
buy them
only for
cheap and
new
stack them.
members. Yeah.
So that's it, man. When mine runs out, it's over. And by the way, they're supposed to be raising the price another $5 at least this month. If they do that, Game Pass costs $300 a year. For some people, that's a good deal. But for people like me, what the fuck is that?
Nope. I'm out at that point.
I'm out.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
After 20-something years, I'm out.
we could get the games on.
I got
CD
Xbox Live the
or-
year it came out, and I've been paying ever since. Okay? It is what it is. First dating goes digital, now gaming? No. Oh, well, there you go. There goes Axel. Man, ram with the hose? With the boss. Okay, there you go. Never mind.
With the hose. The hose train?
Mental 9R says, fuck Game Pass. He's starting to curse now, this guy.
I mean, at that point, at 300, that's like a little bit too much because I'm not gonna
$300 a
play
year
all
for
those-
indie games?
Again, like you have to think about what every household.
Well, you can
pays
have
for
Indiana
for-
Jones, you have
every
Avowed, you
service.
have Forza, you have. I get that all adds up, but guess what? Who's really playing all those?
And
Some
then
people
games
do.
drop in price anyway. Like you
Yeah,
can just
some
buy it
people do,
later on
but-
sale.
I'm sure people do play some of the stuff, but it's also just like it's not like Perry always says. It's not for everybody. Not every game. Not South of Midnight or Avowed. It's not for everybody. I'm sure they're great games. I heard they are great games,
Mhm.
but it's not for everybody. But also, some people will be like, well, $300. It's like nowadays that's like 3 games a year. It's like yeah, but also you don't consider them on sale. You don't consider other things that you can get like deals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But also like I don't play everything on there. So I'm not gonna just because every household pays a lot for streaming services and content, and Game Pass is just another attached price per month that people nowadays really want to cut back on. I mean, all like Spotify goes up, Game Pass goes up, YouTube TV goes up. It's like you can't win. So I think that's a glaring issue that nobody talks about. Everybody's talking about Game Pass, but you're not talking about the other services that you're paying for and really doing the math on how much it costs. And that's a lot. It adds the fuck up. We got out of cable. We thought we did, but then we went right back into the bubble once it bursted with the fucking streaming shit.
Listen, Game
And
Pass
it-
is good for certain people, but not everybody. It is what it is. It's good for kids
used
that
to
don't have
say-
money and stuff like that. I got
Yeah,
it.
like we used to rent games, right? We used to say, look, there's nothing wrong with Game Pass. We used to rent games. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
We used to say that all the time. We're not saying
And
we
there's
never said
nothing
that.
wrong with that.
No, there isn't. It's just not for us in the long term.
No,
That's all we're saying.
I'm paying every year for what? Because I'm waiting for newer games to come out. And this year they did pretty good. They released a lot of games. But the bottom line is, like Doom is coming out, but it runs better on PS5 Pro.
Right.
Why am I going to
That's
play
the-
it for free on a shitty console? That's like if you have a movie on DVD or Blu-ray, are you going to go watch it on Tubi with commercials? It's
Fuck
free
no.
on Tubi. What would you rather do? Say you don't have access to the Blu-ray or the DVD, but it's on Amazon Prime for $20. Are you going to watch it on Tubi with commercials? Or are you just going to pay the $20 and watch a fucking movie? What are you going to do?
That's
Yeah.
where I'm at with it too. And
Yeah.
and knowing that the games are running better.
Tubi is
and if I'm,
free,
like
but you got a million fucking commercials you got to watch in between it.
Right.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's just worth to spend the money and be done with
If
it.
you have only time with your girlfriend or your wife, Anthony,
Yeah.
you go, like, we only got an hour and a half. Are you going to watch Tubi and watch 2.5 fucking hours of commercials?
No.
You're going to be like, you know what? Just pay the fucking $18, the $20, whatever. Get it on demand. Just watch the movie.
Yeah, and you don't even know the quality.
Tubi, it
either
is.
sometimes. You know, sometimes Tubi has shitty prints. They have shitty, like, they don't have, like, you know, the HD stuff, depending on what it is. But, hey, man, look, Tubi's good, but again, if you have the option to pop in
Yeah, if you have the
a
option.
physical disc.
Well, look at YouTube TV. I'm sorry, YouTube movies. Some of the horror films are only the broadcast versions. So you can watch it for free, but they're only the broadcast. Like, you have to go out and get the R-rated versions of those.
You might find a 4x3 transfer or something like that.
The way I look at it is just like you said, like with movies. If I'm going to sit there and put my time into something, I want the best quality. Like Oblivion, I just bought it on PS5 because I'm like, yo, I'm going to play this for 40 hours. You know, at some point I'm going to sink hours into this game. I want the best version of it. I don't want to play it over here and deal with all this stuff. I'm going to spend my time on it.
Well, I'm going to
time is valuable.
I'm going to let Anthony use my favorite analogy. Anthony, what is Gears of War on PlayStation like?
What is it on PlayStation like?
I said this the other day, and you keep running with it. So I'm going to let you run with it.
Right. Okay. It's like walking into McDonald's and getting the Whopper. It really is what happened.
If you go to McDonald's and get the Whopper, why the fuck would you ever go back to Burger King? Because people buy the Whopper and then they buy McDonald's French fries.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, it's
if you could get McDonald's French fries and the Whopper at McDonald's, why would you go back to Burger King? If you could get God of War and Gears of War on PlayStation, why would you go back to Xbox?
2 gals.
Yeah, both of them are now on there. Now people are going to get confused. Hockey fan, what's going on, man?
What's up?
That's like if a DVD verse 4K, you couldn't pay me to watch DVD format. Yeah, I know, man.
Well, yeah, especially when we all have 4K TVs.
I will always choose my
just don't
wallet
look
over
good.
prices, says Axel. Well, it depends.
But your time, you have to remember something too. Like you're spending time on it. Don't you want the best experience if you can do it? I know
if you can do it,
some people can't.
Exactly.
But we have the Pro, we have PCs. Why am I going to play on the Xbox Series S?
Yeah, why am I going to play in shitty quality? I'm playing in a better quality on the Pro, man.
Unless I'm like, you know, like I want to just like, all right, I'll turn on this.
I can play it on PC, which is the best quality, but why? I can use the Lancer on there. I can do all that stuff. Fuck it.
The PS5's convenient.
We had to get used to Xbox games being on PlayStation anyway because there won't be an Xbox to play them on. I mean, eventually that's what it's going to lead to. And I know you guys keep it. They're making more hardware. You don't know if that's going to get canceled or not.
Yeah, and the handheld, like we just said earlier, is not going to.
Oh yeah, you want that nasty ass handheld? Yeah, all right here.
the greasy handheld.
That's not it. Where is it? I don't even know where this thing is. I gotta find it.
It's but like Frank was saying, like I you know.
I think that price, whatever that
PC
price
is PC is the way to go, Axel. But I mean, if you're gonna play a console, the only console you're gonna be able to buy is PlayStation. Not everyone's gonna jump to PC, Noof Nukem.
Yeah, no, it is true though. Not everybody. Look, some people just like consoles, and that's it. And I get it. We still like consoles.
But here's the thing with PCs: it's a bitch to build one right now.
Yeah,
it's a pain in the ass because I just went through it the other day, and guess what?
Yeah,
you know what I said? I said, "Fuck this!" I sent all the parts back. I was like, "I will build one next year when I don't have to go through all this." We got to talk about
that because I saw that after the fact, and that happened after the show. I think last week. I'm pretty sure.
It's like Kirk and Picard, no argument, Frank. There you go. Hey, Axel, Frank, and Sir X-Man need to do a Star Trek podcast.
That'd be cool.
Dude, Sir X-Man is into all the same stuff I am. He said he likes Stargate the other day. I'm like, dude, this guy's awesome. Like, I got to talk to this guy.
Hey, Frank, do you know there's a Star Trek D&D campaign that could be run?
Yeah. That's cool.
I got you. I'll run it for you guys. I got you.
Yeah, like, but yeah, and look, we acknowledge that the PC stuff is, it's you know,
the PC is the best. But here's the thing: not everyone's going to be able to do it.
Yes, we acknowledge that it's hard to come by the parts for a good price now. everything's going up. We acknowledge that. I'm not trying to sit here and sound ignorant. Like, oh,
Well,
I'm
it's
getting my
not just
PC
the
built, we're
parts.
all on PC.
I don't
It's
think
like,
people understand something. They're scalping. People are scalping the fucking chips.
big time.
Like the 9950 X3D, I couldn't get because everyone's buying them and scalping them. The 9800 X3D, people are scalping.
Yeah, it's a mess.
The
right
Intel
now.
chip right now is crap. So I even went back to your chip, the 14th gen. I bought it, whatever. I bought all the parts. I go home. I wait the next day. I'm live. And they sold me a motherboard that somebody swapped. So basically, someone went in there with a broken motherboard, went to the back, swapped it out, and walked out with the real motherboard. Because they were like, oh, yeah, we keep having this problem. I'm like, well, why did you sell this to me then, man?
That's fucked up.
A 5090.
Because that happened after the show.
You don't need a
'cause I remember-
5090. You know, here's the thing. All these like Xbox guys are buying 40 and 5090s. Like, yeah. It's like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. You buy a 4070 Super, you're good.
Yeah.
You
I
buy a
got the
4080, you're
5070.
good. You don't need a 5090 or 4090 or
And I only got the 5070 because the 4 series. was
unless you're
gone.
doing
And
workstation
I had no
stuff at the
choice.
house and gaming, then you're good. But
Yeah.
These guys
even
have
that, you
like,
would use a Quadro card if you're doing workstation stuff.
these guys have like a 4x3 like ViewSonic monitor, and they're like, yeah, I need a 5090.
Yeah, I know,
So
right?
do with that.
If it was up to me, I would have gotten the
Like,
4070.
you guys
when
don't
it
know
was
what you're
still
doing.
available, but you know, I have a 5070, and it's like, you know, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I have a 5070, and that's all I could get. And
They buy 5090s to play in 1080p at 60 frames.
right, I don't, you know, it's like, you know, that's what was available for me. You know, it was a weird time for me too, but
She might
when
be
they came
getting
in
a
stock,
she might be getting a 2080 Ti brand new. My buddy,
I saw that.
his job closed down, and they said you guys can have whatever you want. He took soldering stations and he took 24 sealed 2080 Ti's,
That's crazy.
and he took some Quadro cards, the 5000 RTX 5000 Quadro.
Holy shit.
Those Quadro cards go for about 800 a piece sealed, and they're sealed. I said, yeah, give me those 2080 Ti's. He goes, yeah, all right, you can have them.
That's nuts that they're sealed still.
They're
I
sealed.
wish I had like an old computer I could throw one in, but
I got one at the shop, the one that's on the 85 inch. There's a 2060 Super in that thing. I'm going to throw a 2080 Ti in that thing.
yeah, might as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, we know not everybody's in the.
I don't need a 5090, but I think Pink Pickles is rich, so I'm buying it just because I can. I think she needs a car before a 5090, man. If she could put that 5090 in a brand new car, that'd be great. Like the Matrix
you
from
imagine that?
Transformers.
Yeah, it just enhances the performance.
Would it shock you that a new car would require a graphics card at this point?
No.
You open the hood and there's a slot for the graphics card.
Yeah, you need to update it before you leave. You got to update the drivers. The driver, get it?
Ah.
There you
Get
go.
it? But yeah, that's terrible.
I had the
but
sound for
anyway,
that. I don't know where it is.
It's just like we said, I understand that everybody's on the PC thing. That's cool. We all like consoles.
Here's the
here.
thing,
That's
at
why
the
we're
end of the
still
day, you're gonna
buying the
have
new consoles.
You're gonna have two choices: Nintendo and PlayStation. Obviously, Nintendo's for the handheld. PlayStation is gonna be for the home. Xbox is out. Now,
I think Xbox might try one more console. I don't know what that.
it's not going to be traditional, but you know what? They
Right.
might even release their own Fire Stick, the Hobart.
Hobart, yeah.
Hobart, what was that called? Hobart or Keystone? Keystone?
Keystone.
Keystone, I think it was.
This thing
It
has
was on
had so
Phil
many
Spencer's
freaking
little
names.
Shit desk in his
Maybe that's their
background,
next piece of hardware. Because just plug it in.
Hobart.
Reminds me of Coneheads. Hobart College.
Simpson.
Hobart College.
Hobart College. This man's a wizard.
The wizard. What? Who
Yeah,
the hell?
not
You know
a-
what? Here's the thing, though. We just can't trust them anymore. You really can't trust them. So what's the point? They already lost a lot of market share and all this stuff. So it is what it is. Now, listen. The real question is, Xbox is going to get out. Who's going to get in? When Sega got out, Xbox jumped in. Who's going to jump in when Xbox leaves? And I don't want to his Apple bullshit because Apple's not doing it.
No,
not
I
Apple.
mean,
It ain't going to be
It's just-
Google because
it's-
Google tried. They failed.
It's
Maybe it'll be
tough 'cause now
someone
you got,
random.
you got two Japanese companies fucking taking the lead.
You
here,
got to have
know?
another company jump in there. Who is it going to
Who,
be?
though? I can't think of anybody that would do it. Like, that we. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Samsung, Mitsubishi.
Daewoo.
I'll
Daewoo
take-
is going to make a console.
I'll take the Samsung.
Verizon's
Nah.
going to make a
I
console.
remember people
That's-
used to call Samsung Samson and Best Buy. I'll take the Samsung.
Axel says Nintendo will be for handheld, PlayStation for consoles, Xbox will be for PCs. I think that's how it's gonna. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And plus, Xbox is still gonna be the biggest third-party publisher. They're still gonna make games,
Yeah.
so that's fine.
I was saying this too on the last podcast this week was like I still have I'm still a yo-yo and I still have a connection with my gamer tag and I like my achievements and stuff like that. So when I play Gears on PC, I will be using my Xbox gamer tag still through Xbox PC.
What happens when they
Or
shut
whatever
it down like
it's
Skype?
If they shut it down, then that's the end of the that's the end of that. Then I
You
can only
realize
get gamer score on
we are
old
on
machines.
we are on Discord right now. You do realize they were trying to buy Discord a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were like, yeah, they're going to buy it. It's going to be so great.
Yeah, and
Thank
guess-
God.
guess
Do this
what?
show on Skype.
If they
years
bought
ago.
it all those years ago, we might not be on Discord right now. They might have shut it down.
They would have ruined it or shut
Yeah.
it down or something.
Well, the rumors is that
Umbrella.
Discord's about to get bad. But
Chamomile,
we'll see
what's up?
happens. What's up, Chamomile?
What's up, Cam?
The
We'll see what
Alchemist
happens
is
with
here.
Discord.
Ooh,
And so we'll see what happens with Discord because apparently they're going to start doing more paywalls with stuff. I don't know how true it is.
the Huawei
But-
console is up next. What? The Alchemist is here. I wouldn't be surprised if Tencent gets its own. They own a lot of studios. Okay.
They don't do any hardware though. Like they have no.
Well, if
I don't think they have,
Tencent,
like, any
imagine those
manufacturing.
tariffs on. Tencent's going to be paying out the ass to ship ship those consoles over here.
I don't
Yeah.
think they would do that because they don't have hardware as it like. I don't think they do.
A lot of
unless they
people
make
worried
something
about
on their own.
Xbox. Here's the thing: they're out. So who's next? There's got to be a third person that comes in. Who's the third man?
Is Amazon going to make console?
No, they tried.
Nah.
They tried all that stuff.
They're already dipping their toe into gaming. and I
Amazon,
don't-
Apple,
I-
and freaking Google and Netflix all tried this stuff. They can't get it going.
they're making games. Amazon. They're doing the new Tomb Raider, but I don't know how good that's going to
You're
be.
going to make an AI console.
That's kind of what
No.
the 50 series graphics cards are, buddy.
I hope not. But
They make an
Yeah.
console. You're not going to play anything.
I
You just
I
watch the
can't think
stream.
of. Maybe
KFC.
you're right. Maybe like Samsung or something. I don't know. Like who else? Like you have to think of somebody who's already in the hardware business for like something else, like TVs or phones or something.
I just think nobody's going to touch it. I just think they're going to just leave it to.
It can't be.
I don't know,
You
man.
can't just have two of them.
A Roku.
They did this to themselves, man. We had the
Game
three
console.
the Three Stooges for such a long time, and now the fact that we're even talking about this as a possibility is ridiculous. But it's happening.
There's got to be a third
That-
guy because this like I said, when Sega went out, Microsoft jumped right in. So
We can
somebody
go
got to jump in
Dreamcast
next.
2-er in here.
right now though, like currently right now, obviously Xbox isn't going to go away tomorrow, but
Valve could do it,
manufacturing
but
is
they
so
won't.
screwed up.
Yeah,
No one's
Valve
gonna
tried
do
that
it.
with Steam machines. It didn't work out. I mean, if Valve got their act together and they were like super serious about it, they could probably get one done. But you need to have these games. You can't have Proton, man.
Yeah,
Like-
I don't like Proton.
Proton is good for the handheld, but not good for the console, man. You just can't do it.
So you think if they made something where it's just like you hook it up, there's no more like crap you have to.
Let me
worry
tell you
about,
something.
can
I will
just
tell you this
play.
right now, and everybody listen to me, and you mark my words. And if I'm wrong, I'll come back on here and say I'm wrong because I wasn't born in 2000, and I don't think I'm going to get sued if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, okay? I think if Valve makes a console one more time and they get it right, they're going to wipe the floor with this Xbox PC console thing.
They could. It's possible.
Yeah,
It really is possible if they
And if I'm
approach
wrong,
it
I'm wrong.
right.
it has to be like one SKU or two SKU. Like they
Yeah.
can't have like 15 different things. Like
They
it's gotta be,
obviously-
like-
If anybody
they
jumps
do-
in, it would probably be Valve. So
Yeah.
I will give the Alchemist his points.
That's
Well,
the
I
only
think they
thing I
have
could
enough
think of.
money.
And I'm
to
not an
invest in.
insider, so don't fucking put on the internet that I'm reporting. I'm not reporting anything. We're speculating here. I have no power. I don't talk to anybody. But I guess if Valve did jump in, they would probably kick the shit out of the Xbox, PC, whatever the hell it's called, if they wouldn't be making them for them anyway. But I don't know. We do not know until this stuff happens. And it's going to be very interesting because will there be a third company? Will there not be a third company? Will Sony buckle under Nintendo's pressure? We don't know. We have no idea what's going to happen at this point. This is a free-for-all at this point. Anything goes.
Well, we've had 3 companies for 25 years, so this is going to be a huge difference now.
Well, you had it for more than 25 years.
It just has to be a company that can invest that money, and they have printed money, so they
need to have money, like money.
Because
like
that's how you have
games.
to think about it. It's like anybody jumping in now would have to have a lot to invest in it and make it work. And it's a risk. It would be a risk for them big time. Because then if it failed, they would just lose more money. It's not like they can't recoup, but it's
like
not
GameStop video game console.
No, they're not doing that.
The Reggie machine. God, I remember that. Yeah, that was so weird. That's such a weird phase of GameStop.
The Reggie machine. What's a Reggie machine?
He was involved in GameStop in the company.
Yeah, when he left
back in-
Nintendo, or he was fired from Nintendo.
Yeah.
When he left, he went to GameStop for a little bit.
which
Gotcha.
didn't do anything. Obviously, they were still a nuisance to gamers, but yeah, I mean, it has been a really strange week, to say the least. Within the weeks, you get the price hikes, you get the Gears of War announcement. Like you said, June is going to be, Master Chief Collection, and that leaves Fable. And, what else? What else can come to
Fable.
PlayStation? Do you think
Perfect Dark.
Fable will be... Well, I was going to say Perfect Dark could come to PlayStation. I
They're
think
all
there's
coming
just,
day
like-
and date. I mean, at this point, it's a third-party publisher. They're just going to put everything out.
and
There's
what
not
we
going
were
to be a
kinda
window
saying-
anymore. It's just going to be early access, Game Pass, day and date. That's pretty much what they're going to do.
Do you think Gears E-Day will be day and date
Yes.
with the other machines? Or
Yes, the reason why you're getting this
Yeah.
game is because they're going to prepare you for that game.
you only need the first game for E-Day, so
Right.
they're just like, let's just get the first game out. Even though I would have paid $80 if it was 1, 2, and 3. I would have paid $80.
Well, you're going to pay 80 anyway because or you're going to pay more than 80 because they're all going to be $40.
Yeah. If or when they come out. I mean,
If
who
they
knows
come
how
out,
long-
that's another thing
it took
too.
us this long to get one.
I know.
Again.
This one get one, and they told everyone it's going to be a trilogy. You know why? I guarantee you, if they told everyone that they were just redoing the first one, nobody would give a shit.
No.
But the fact that they lied to everybody and said, "Oh, it's the trilogy," or whatever, it
We're
hyped
getting 2,
everybody
and
up.
We're getting 3, and it's like, oh shit, okay, we already got Ultimate
Right.
Edition. We want 2 and 3, and then it didn't happen. We get just this. Like I'm happy for 1 still, but it's like, where's 2 and 3? 2 is
Well,
one of the best sequels of all time.
Why is the lying going on? Why are we doing this? Just be honest with the people.
And the leaks and the bullshit. It's just like, it's so tiring.
We put our
man.
time and money and all this stuff into your services, your system, your controllers, and all this. Just be honest. Be like, hey, there's a report that Gears is being remastered. Those reports are true. Stay tuned for more information. That's it.
Yeah.
But they hire these fucking slobs that write these articles. Oh, I'm going to leak this out now. And they hype it for years and years and years. And then it's just the first game. Okay. Well, there it is. We're just tired of this shit. So,
Yeah.
whatever. I'll be picking this up on PlayStation because I have a Pro, and why not? I want a Pro Enhanced. I already have PC, so I already got it on there. By the way, I own this game on Steam because I actually fucking bought my game. So I don't need Game Pass for this shit.
Yeah, it's a strange thing, and I don't know. I think
Strange things are happening to me.
it's weird. Yeah, I don't know. It needs to be more apparent to fans now that people have been calling us crazy for the last year that this was going to
We're
happen.
still
We saw
crazy. Hey, listen, I'm
you know,
gonna
we call
say
them out.
something right here, right now. Okay, I've known this channel will be around longer than that. Oh God. Well, I would hope so, but you never know,
hope
man.
so.
Who knows? Let me tell you something. I've noticed this. Okay, when I go to certain Xbox chat rooms, okay, or when I view like people on Twitter that are Xbox people,
Yeah.
kind of like your chat room, Anthony, where all the guys are Resident Evil centric. Bro, it goes in one ear and it goes out the other. Nobody fucking sits there and processes it for 2 seconds. Like this whole thing about Gears going, everyone's whole thing is, oh, well, it's great that other people get to play. It doesn't really affect me. No, it does affect you. Because this is a symbolization of them putting their top game, their game, on the competitor's platform. And you know what that ends up leading to? The box goes away. So it does affect you. You don't think it does right now, but it eventually does. When they see this game is selling a lot more on a PlayStation than Xbox, okay, well, we're just going to be a third-party publisher, put our games on PlayStation. We don't want to do the box anyway. We have our little PC branded thing that Asus is making. Boom, done. You don't have a traditional console anymore, so it does affect you. You could pretend like it doesn't, but you have a problem. You really do. Again, one ear out the other. You need to think about this for 2 seconds, maybe 5 seconds.
Yeah, you know,
This
we've
stuff
been
affects
really-
everything. If you could buy the Whopper at McDonald's, why would anybody go to Burger King? Why? There is no
Yeah.
fucking reason on earth to go to Burger King.
It's like it is an
Their French
accurate
fries
analogy.
fucking suck. Why would you, if you can buy the Baconator and the Whopper at McDonald's, why would you go to Wendy's?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go to Wendy's anymore.
Also, you know, nothing hits better than you know, fountain Coke from McDonald's. That is really good.
Well, they
but
use
I- but
Coke.
I-
Also, like
Yeah.
if like let's say they build
Burger
a
King
Micro
uses
Center
Coke
next,
too, but
Yeah.
Let's say they build a micro center right next to where we live, Perry. Why would we go to Best Buy?
we
Well,
can't
we
go to
don't
Best
know
Buy.
that.
They shut them down.
There is none.
Yeah, you don't have a choice now. But yeah, it doesn't really make
Oh,
sense.
I got one, Fred.
Uh-oh.
If they built a Stop and Shop, why would we go to Hannaford?
Oh,
Whoa!
Technically, Hannaford owns Stop and Shop.
Yeah, but still, they're not going to allow that shit to go on in Stop and Shop.
Oh no, Stop and Shop and beyond that.
All right, go ahead. Who's going?
Sorry, I was just looking at something.
Oh man, this guy's looking at porn at work. Like, what are you doing, man?
At
Work.
work.
I mean, this is
We're
kinda
working
work.
here.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
I don't know. You're too busy looking at shit. What were you gonna say?
You found
Marcus
that guy,
Felix
that guy
is
from
the Marcus.
GameStop.
No, I was talking about just like the fact that it's been, you know, over a year.
Harold,
of
what's up?
us seeing writing on the wall, you know, with it, and people that just didn't believe us when we were saying, listen, it's going to be more than just 4.
No one's
Yeah,
gonna
we knew
believe it. There's
this.
people in the chat right now that don't believe a goddamn word we're saying, but that's okay because eventually the truth will come out like diarrhea, and you will all see
You will all see.
when there's not an Xbox to buy next generation. And listen, if they make a PC that says Xbox, that doesn't count. And I'll say this. If you have your Series X and you enjoy it, keep it because that's the last one you're going to get. Enjoy
Right
it.
over there.
Embrace it. Have fun
Yeah.
with it. Okay? Play your games on it. Play your back. You got plenty of time now, baby. If that's the last Xbox traditional console, you got plenty of time to go back and play all your backlog on there.
That's a lot of backlog, Fred.
Do you see,
Yeah, it is.
like how Fred has a map of the world, a Series X, and a Wii? Like
What were you
Yeah.
showing us?
random assortment of things. Show it again, so Perry can. It's like the most random assortment. There's like 360 games in there. Like
Hang
it's
on.
so
I have to
random.
click on his window.
The world
So
is a
there's my.
vampire.
Oh, I can't. There's my waste of space right here. And that's my Wii. in my
Where's
games.
the Wiimote?
He has a mini PS5. That's not a Wii.
It's over here on my
Can
chair.
I'm gonna say something really fucked up here. Why do you have a map of the world?
That's where he plots. Where he's.
I have. I'll be honest. I have no idea.
He checks off all the continents that he bowls in.
He puts the strings across.
You know what I'm
Yes.
about to say, and I'm surprised none of you caught this. He's got a map of the world on his wall. Are you expecting the end of Mask, Fred?
Oh, what?
I bet you he's never even seen that movie.
No, he's never seen that.
He's seen Son of Mask.
Wait, Mask, like the one with Jim Carrey?
No.
Oh, you mean? Oh, I know which Mask. You mean the
He said
Mask
no.
like with Rocky Dennis? Like,
Yes.
With Sam. Oh, that one? No, I know which one that is. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's fucked up. Oh, I just got it. Oh. Yeah. Well, at least my mom's share, I guess. What am I?
I wouldn't
ever take that down off the wall.
I wouldn't flex that.
No, I know.
Never take that off the wall, Fred. Never take that off the
No.
wall.
It's been on here since the house was built. I don't think it's coming off anytime soon.
It's
Where
so
did I put
screwed.
I know. I just caught that too. I was like, I watched that movie a bunch of times. I love that movie.
Oh shit.
Actually,
You know,
No.
your Wicked Hot doesn't know. He didn't know what the Jerky Boys was.
Oh man, it's classic.
The movie's free on YouTube right now, so I tagged him in it. I was like, now you have to watch it.
Damn.
You know, okay, so listen to me. You know who he reminds me of? Your Wicked Hot is like a Boston Pauly Shore.
Oh no.
God.
I don't know
Not
about
Pauly.
that.
He's better than Pauly Shore, but he reminds me of Pauly Shore.
Whirly,
When he
Stubby.
first was on the podcast, he sounded like the guy from Crazy Taxi.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I always thought that.
He was great on Xbox Goes to Hell.
Oh yeah, I loved having him on. He's so funny.
He was awesome.
When he does that Japanese thing, I die every time. He's like so hilarious with that.
Will my Xbox PC and Resume play? What?
You know, I don't
Harold,
think
what
it's
are you
going to be
saying?
able to. Like, how are they're not going to have quick resume anymore.
I think
All
it's
these-
just going to be a computer that plays Xbox Windows games,
yeah.
which you
That's
could
what I think.
you could really do that right now if you want. Like, there he is.
Oh, yeah, perfect timing. We're just talking about.
He
it.
was in
We're
here.
talking
He was just
badly.
lurking. Is that the Waterworld map or Carlos's map? What?
I almost threw my drink. Carlos, I told you to get the map.
Oh yeah.
I asked you for the map.
The Waterworld map. Oh God.
The Waterworld map is just water.
board
Wicked
game.
Hot, what's up? Yeah, Harold, I don't know if you'll be able to do that or not. We have to wait and see. You asked the question the other night. We were about to read it, and then we got interrupted on Gaming After Dark. What was that question again?
Oh,
Or did I get you confused with somebody else? Somebody asked a question the other night, and we were supposed to read it. Was it Harold
don't
or
care.
Dreadpool or RWK? Somebody asked a question the other night.
I don't care what they do in 2027, what hybrid thing, whatever they do, because we're gonna build PCs again soon anyway. So I'll have another computer.
Okay, so listen.
I'm excited for
We're building your computer in 11 days, Anthony.
Oh shoot.
yes.
And by the way, in 10 days is the sleepover with Fred and Frank.
And then
I forgot
after
Frank's
that,
I'll
name.
be there. I'll be there the Sunday.
So then
Yeah.
Sunday it's going to be me, Anthony, and Fred. So we're having a sleepover, a slumber party at the shop for 48 hours. And we're going to try to live stream the whole thing.
I
And
can't
yes,
wait.
we will be sleeping and you guys will be able to watch us live streaming. I'm going to try to have Anthony turn on talk to speech, text to speech or whatever. So while we're sleeping, you could try to wake us up.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Insane.
Yeah. And then the day after,
I ordered all my
that Sunday-
stuff. I just got to get a mattress, a blow up mattress.
Nice.
I got my stuff back here.
And then I graduate right after that.
Hey, graduate on Monday, right?
Yep.
So
think
they're
you
going to
can
stream that on
upload
Facebook, Fred. So I have to stream
Yeah.
that for everybody.
It should be streaming on Facebook. I can send you the link.
Do you want to make it so that when you come out, I can play Stone Cold's music or something?
I don't care. Go ahead.
Because he's
Just
going to
listen
be
for my name.
he's going to be walking out to Macho Man's music.
Well, let's be careful because they'll say his first and last name, so I don't know if he cares or not.
I don't give a shit.
All right.
It's okay.
Some people care about it. Some people
I could
don't,
just hit the bleep button or whatever.
the
You
dump
should do the
button.
David
Freddie.
Draymond because you're the ass. The
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna say my full government name. Oh no.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the soundboard up here so I can see what's going on.
Juan Pizzata. That's my real name. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I could show you all my
Get up,
cat
dude.
down upstairs though.
Step up! Cause you're the something nothing to kill.
It's my dad.
Is
Yeah.
Fred coming out as dehydrated Stone Cold? Oh man. Dude, imagine you came out of graduation, started drinking beer and everything.
He comes
Pretty
out on a
crap.
He comes out on a 4-wheeler and just crashes into.
By the way,
sand.
Fred's not 18 graduating. I mean, Fred, how old are you? You're like 30 years old now?
28.
You're 28 and you're graduating college.
Well, you're graduating college, not high school.
He got held back like so many times.
most people
did.
graduate in their late 20s, depending on what they're going for, and some
He's a
people take their
doctor.
time.
I'm
He's
a
gonna
doctor.
be a doctor now.
I feel like I'm Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy, that movie came out 30 years ago this year. Did you know that?
No.
They have the 4K coming out.
Do they really?
And Ace Ventura has a 4K, but not of Nature Calls, which came out in 95.
What the hell?
Pet Detective?
I
Pet
hate when they do
Detective.
that shit where they just do one and then not the
Pet
other. It's like,
Detective has a
please.
$45 steelbook, which looks like shit, by the way.
Well, Tommy Boy
Yeah.
did the same shit, bro. It's like $40. I'm like, I'll get it, but I'll wait for it
Oh.
to come down.
So you know what comes out May 20th, which they told nobody until last night.
What's that?
Jason X and Jason Goes to Hell 4K. May
I want
20th.
Jason X, but it's expensive.
$35
Wait, is
a
it
piece.
Arrow?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
I have heard about these.
Is it Arrow? It's that
Because Arrow announced them a while ago.
I put it in the chat.
No, yeah, it's Arrow. I'm looking
It
at
is
it
Arrow.
now.
I asked
I
if,
didn't-
if Gain Pass, is that what we're calling it now? Gain Pass? Price increase would be worth it if you could also play it on Nintendo and PlayStation. No. I don't think it would be worth it. If you could play, even if you could play on all platform, what is the point? And people think that would be an easy thing to do. It really wouldn't, because then you have to, there's a million different variables if you do that. If it's native Game Pass on PlayStation, then you have to get like approval from the devs to like allow the PlayStation versions to be played and stuff like that. If it's just streaming, then yeah, you just go right to Microsoft like you've been doing. But they wouldn't allow that though. The companies don't want that. They don't want that to be the thing because they don't want to have to follow it. Because they probably can't follow it and they're going to lose a lot of money. That's the thing with Game Pass right now. Game Pass it's still at like 35 million or whatever because those are the people that own Xboxes for the most part. They were hoping that Game Pass, when they did the Fire Stick and the TV stuff, and they're still hoping that eventually they hit a number like 50, 55, 60, 100. They thought a lot more people would jump into that, and they're just not doing it. And that's kind of why Xbox is the way that they are right now. They had good projections, but they just didn't realize that nobody's really interested. So it sucks. But, and in like 10 years, people are going to be all over shit like that, like those services. It's like with the Kinect and the Xbox One. 10 years later, we're like, oh, well, that wasn't so bad. But it's 10 years later. You know what I mean? We already gave up on it. That's what I'm saying. Like, Game Pass isn't a bad thing. We joke about it. We make fun of it and all that stuff. But it's not a bad thing for certain people. If I was a kid, I would have killed for Game Pass. You kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, just like how we used to rent stuff, or pay a little bit less. It wasn't like we could, even now, it's not like we can afford.
We rented
every single
everything as
brand new
kids.
game.
We got. Here's the thing. I see all these fucking idiots on Twitter. Ooh, games used to cost this much money. Yes, they did. And guess what? We didn't fucking buy every single game that came out every month.
Oh,
We got like 2 or 3 games a year. We rented games all fucking year.
Very true.
You know what I mean? Things were different back then as well. Well,
Even though I'm a lot younger
let me break out my inflation cash. Stick your inflation calculator up your ass. I'm here right now, okay? I was back there and I can't go back. So Doc Brown, unless you got a fucking DeLorean I could jump into and go get some games for cheap, I don't want to hear it.
Marty.
I am here today. I want to pay 2 days' prices, or I don't. Now, what happened was when the Xbox 360 came out, games were more affordable and people were starting to buy them on the regular. And that's when the top games were coming out anyway. Because when I worked at Best Buy, you had like 5 games a week coming out. It was beautiful. Gaming was like
go
perfect.
back to the 90s too. It's like, of course, cartridges were more money. It cost more to make, so they were always higher as well.
Right.
You know. Then when everybody went disc based, and then Sony was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna start charging $49.99."
DJ, what's up?
What's up, DJ? That's why competition is good, though. Like we always say, because when you have somebody like Sony saying, "Nah, $50 games for the CDs," and they're just
Sony
like,
was selling their games for $40.
yeah, yep, and
Just
then
to
it's like
compete.
you have to compete, and you have to have competition. So that's why we're saying it kind of sucks when there's only 2 people in the race now. It's like, well, what are it's just less competition and less like room for them to because now we saw, of course. We already talked about this for weeks now, but Nintendo went first with the $80. Now it's Xbox. Now we're just waiting for PlayStation.
Well, look
And
at teachers. What?
What?
I don't know. I think Harold's having a little too much to drink.
Okay.
If she's hot, it's okay. If it's a dude, it's predatory. Well, I mean, here's the thing. There's a lot of women predators out there getting caught that are teachers now, unfortunately.
Watch Dateline.
And it is not okay because a lot of these kids are the ones blowing the whistle on them. So
you've seen my show before.
Harold might have been on the damn show at this point. With the way he's talking tonight, I don't know.
Oh, no.
man.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I just think that competition though it's important, and when you take someone out of that, it's you have less someone to keep you have less of them to keep the others in check. Now it's like, okay, you have these 2 Japanese companies that are just, taking leads left and right.
And I like how these Sony guys are like, oh, well, Nintendo and Sony are friends. They're not. Nintendo hates Sony with a passion. They want Sony out of their industry. So don't think for a second that they're going to be buddy-buddy. Well, Horizon is on Switch. It doesn't matter. In the 90s, it's priced accordingly to what it's worth. Not hundreds of dollars across. Yes, exactly. Thank you. That is true. That is very true. Like I said, Sony had their prices at $40 for the most part. Go back and look at the old ads. And Nintendo was like, $59, $69, $79. I think I have Mortal Kombat Trilogy downstairs that Frank's mom got me for $89.99 at KB Toys. Just remember that, everybody. When we clean the basement this year, I'll show you. It still has the price tag on it. Because I used to slit I would keep the plastic on the box. I would slit the corner and pull the game out. So, I mean, that's why we didn't get games.
Different.
We only got them for Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas, birthdays.
And that would be the only game we got.
There was always Christmas, birthdays, and any money you got from like relatives, you'd like put it away, or sometimes they give you like a GameStop gift card and you're like, all right, back in the day. But EB Games, gift cards. Remember the Edge card?
Yeah, I know about that. I know about Edge.
That's the thing too, man. Like I do miss
Edge
that.
Edge is coping right now. Edge, he's like these Xbox fanboys. He's coping right now. That's his name now, Cope. I'm not even kidding.
Are you serious?
In AEW, his name is Cope.
That's his real name, right? Adam
Copeland.
Cope?
Yes, that's the worst name you can ever have in the fucking history of anything right now.
I mean, you're already with AEW.
Where's he going?
So
the bathroom? Where are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. You're excused.
Did you finish all your
Axel says Blockbuster had an unlimited game rental plan for $30 a month. I loved it. Yeah, they had that at one point. Then they eventually got rid of it.
Wasn't that really late?
Yes, it was very late. It was late, but then guess what? Towards the end, at the very end, and people don't remember this because they look at the 90s Blockbuster, not the mid to late 2000s Blockbuster. I went to rent Street Fighter 4 for $360 there, and it was $8 for 2 nights. Okay. And I go to rent it, and they go like, "Oh, we have to put a $25 hold on your credit card." I'm like, "Why?" "Oh, because it's a new game. You might not return it." What?
Then they have your stuff on file if you don't return it. Like what?
That's
What's
why
the
that
$25
was
gonna
like
do?
the dying days of Blockbuster. Like they didn't trust their customers anymore. It was like, all right, I've been renting games here for 100 fucking years, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I like like I always say, mom and pop video stores were awesome, and that's kind of where I went, and it was cheaper. But I would always go for the VHS rentals. They were cheaper than DVD rentals, but
Right.
between that and the PS1 section for me, and the PS2 section, of course, like GameCube, Xbox. I mean, I'm younger than a lot of people in the chat that are listening, but I still thankfully was in that cutoff of like still being able to
Yep.
experience video stores and stuff. So it does make you kind of miss that simple time,
That
even
fee
though
was
again,
up to
like
60.
we weren't buying games every week. It was just like, all right,
I'm going to tell you
Trust about-
something.
so there's so much coming out, like Perry said. you
When
know?
Blockbuster first opened around where I used to live, my mom rented a movie, right? But she worked all the time. So she was like, "Oh, I'll watch it when I get a chance, whatever." Dude, she didn't realize she returned the tape. She finally watched the movie, returned the tape. Because it took her 2 weeks to return it or whatever. They wrung the tape out as stolen, even though she returned it. They wrung it out of their system as stolen or not returned or whatever it was. And they charged her $90 fucking for the tape. They're like, "Hey, you gotta pay for the whole tape." She's like, "But I put it in the Dropbox." And they're like, "Oh yeah, we have it, but you made it to the point where we wrung it out of the system. So you gotta pay for it."
What the fuck?
And she said, "Just close the account."
And the tapes were expensive too. Like
Tapes back in the day, I don't think people understand. Like Die Hard with a Vengeance turns 30 this year. I saw that in the
Crazy.
theater with his sister. So listen, that never came out on tape because Fox wasn't sure it was going to do good. They, the movie did what it did in the theater, but they were like, we don't know about releasing this on VHS. If you wanted a videotape version of Die Hard with a Vengeance, Fox had an ad in the paper, and you had to call and order it for $90.
$90
But-
for a tape.
But they had them they rented it out at Blockbuster. And I'll never forget, I went there. I always went in the previously viewed section for video games and movies. They had Die Hard with a Vengeance. I bought it. I paid the $22.99 or $24.99. And I bought it. I watched the shit out of that movie.
Yeah.
Like that was like the best day ever when that movie was in there. I was like, "Oh my God." Like you
Yeah.
couldn't buy it anywhere.
Yeah, that was back before everything.
You had to
was,
call
like,
up in the paper and
everywhere
order.
to buy, because I feel like even by the time we got to DVDs, there
Matt,
was so
what's
much
up?
more mass-produced stuff. What's up, Matt? No, Harold, there was no black curtain at my video
Geraldo?
store.
We had one.
Who's Geraldo?
I said Harold, but
Oh.
is that his name, Harold?
Harold? Geraldo? I guess it's the same name,
I
huh?
said Harold, but I didn't. If it sounded like Geraldo, I don't
Hubert?
know.
I don't know.
Cubert.
Hubert.
Matt, what's up?
Hubert
Axel says,
leaked the
"Yep, it was
fucking
always late fee up to
handheld.
60." Yeah, it's crazy, man. Files of Horror didn't need to wait. What? Okay. The games always rented out at Blockbuster. That's true, but where I lived, they barely got. They had Video Update across the street, and they had Dreamcast games. My Blockbuster didn't even have Dreamcast games. That's
I don't
why
think
that's why
mine had
competition's always good, because you go one place they have them, you go to the other place they don't have them. And Video Update, if you owed like a late fee, they still let you rent movies. Blockbuster's
we
like,
went-
you owe $3, you can't let you rent anymore.
I got my Scream 3 VHS from the hometown. I still have it.
I got the Scream 3 DVD from Blockbuster right by his house, Frank's house. It was
we had
like $9.
we had Blockbuster down there by where Granny was, and then we right down here on my street we had movies,
Which
and then it
which
turned
became
into
Video Update. Yeah.
Right.
Movies.
It was two O's, and it was a
Yeah,
cow,
and-
obviously. Movies.
He had 3D glasses on. I love that.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then video update is where we mostly went because it was so close.
Yeah, the closer the better. That's how it was for us. We didn't want to drive further than like 8 minutes. We're like, all right, we're here, and it was a simple time. But I remember switching out. You're the ass.
You know it sucks. I won't even have the soundboard when we do the 12th anniversary show.
Well, yeah, because we won't be there.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
we just got to get a bunch of donations so we can order one for then.
Oh, gee.
Oh,
yeah, those things are a hefty price. They're worth it though. They're nice boards.
Eventually, we will get something done. It won't be this year, and probably not even next year, unless I hit the fucking lottery or something next year. If I hit the lottery, I'm buying a studio. We're just gonna go there and hang out. But until that happens, if it ever happens, we gotta wait.
Well, do you guys want to talk about GTA?
Well, yeah. Well, let's
It broke the internet the other day.
let's cap off this Xbox news really quick, Fred.
Sure.
What do you think about Gears of War going to PlayStation?
I mean, like I said before, I feel like my childhood just like fucking just went out the window. It's just crazy because I just always remember Gears of War being on Xbox, and now it's on PlayStation. Well, can't wait to play it on a better system.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Fred has a Pro. Everybody,
I do.
you know it's funny. You got all these guys. Oh, I don't need the Pro. My wife has a Pro. That's funny. Just saying. All right.
Yeah.
Frank, what do you think, real quick?
Even though we knew it was going to happen, it's still shocking to see it officially happen and to just randomly be dropped on a Monday. Cinco de Mayo. That's insane. I'm excited about it, but it's kind of like a milestone. The last holdout is Halo, and once we get that, that's it. It's over.
I think we're getting that on June 9th. June 8th. Sorry.
I would assume so, because why would they drop this randomly and then, it's like they're making room to let it all out.
What's going on with Dreadpool? I haven't seen him in a while. I think he's been busy. He's been working.
Probably working. Yeah.
The games are always rented out at Blockbuster. We read that. Okay. Anthony, what do you think about this? Like at the end of the day,
I think at the end of the day, it's just like we talked about. It definitely is a shock still, even though we saw this coming. Definitely still stings, but it's also just like we kind of just are stuck in limbo with a lot of this stuff with this gen, and so it doesn't really surprise me when we get constant smacks in the face. They step on the rake, we get smacked in the face, and then we get ripped off on top of it. So that's what this gen has been. There's been some highlights here and there, but it's not surprising at this point. Gears of War is one of my favorite franchises. It's up there with Resident Evil for me, so I hold it close to the chest. But it looks like I'll be playing it on my new PC, and I'll be checking it out on PlayStation to play co-op. Other than that, I want to see Gears come back anyway, but who the fuck knows when E-Day is coming out? So that's a whole nother thing that nobody's talking about, is when will that actually come out? We still don't know. Will they show us gameplay this year? I don't know. That's stuff that should be addressed. But probably not, but we'll see. So I think it's still kind of strange, but at this point, like you said, they're going to just cap it off with the Chief. And after that, Fable's next. I don't know. Whenever it comes out. They might hold out on Fable because it might not ever come out, but who knows?
Let me tell you something. Fable better be like the greatest game ever made, because people have been waiting over 10 years for this stupid game. 10 years? It was just announced. Yes. Fable Legends. Remember that? People have been waiting 10 years for Fable.
Yeah, long time.
So.
And you got everybody, I guess, somewhat excited. I mean, I know there was haters on the trailer, but, they showed that to try to be like, hey, guys, it's still a thing, because we always
but
used to
people
say,
always going
where's
to be
Fable?
stupid when stuff comes out.
Same thing with GTA. There's people that are, no matter what you did with GTA, you can't make everybody happy.
This lady's
anyway.
ugly. She's not sexy. Well, it's supposed to be a parody. Fable's always been a fucking parody. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. That's like Monty Python. Like, you don't go there to watch an Academy Award winning film.
if
You know the
sexy
guy's gonna be
ladies,
fucking
play,
dumb when you go see those
play
movies.
GTA or something. You know, it's like
It's all
you'll get
British
what you want, man.
humor. Those Fable games. It's all
Yes,
that,
I know
you
that.
Yeah, it's the witchiness. But yeah, it's something where, again, like you said, waiting for decades for this stuff, and don't make promises you can't keep, basically. I think there needs to be some kind of urgency, but there isn't, and all this stuff is kind of happening around the brand to where it just makes you question the where's the loyalty for the actual good games deep within that aren't just going to be like something that is going to be you rinse it in a week and then it's done. Like kind of like what we were saying, like, and I know Noof was saying this too a lot, is like you don't have to make these like $500 million games.
No.
There's games that don't need that much money behind them, and I know sometimes that does come from indie developers. We make fun of indie stuff sometimes on here, but some of them actually do very well.
This guy Harold, I thought British were known to be ugly. Look at Austin Power.
Oh my god,
that's true. Go ahead.
Oh shit. But yeah, so like I think that's kind of where we're at, where it's like the good stuff is very few and far between, and I think I want to see IPs come back with Gears. It's been away for a while, so I'll get reacquainted with it. All in all, it's definitely been a strange year for news between gaming and where we're at in 2025 and almost halfway through the year. It's kind of crazy. So we'll see, but I'll definitely be there day one for Gears. Yeah, it was bound to happen. So we'll see what happens in June. That will be very telling. Whether or not they use the handheld for backup, or they don't have people there to bring the house down, as we say. So
is Xbox hardware dead?
It seems to be going in the direction of them not caring. It's almost like the self-sabotage, like you said, where it raised the prices.
It's self-sabotage for sure. I think the console's dead. Like, this is telling you, like, we're done with the console. Now, the nail in the coffin is going to be on June 8th. When you see Halo on PlayStation 5. I think that's the nail in the coffin completely. That's when we already know the body's dead.
Yeah. Imagine the haptic feedback with like when your energy refills and
right.
Shit like
And
that.
I will say this, and I said this on Noof Show, Sybil, the controller that has haptic feedback, that's going to be an Xbox controller for PlayStation 5.
Yeah, no, I heard you say that, and I think that makes complete sense. I think that is, because remember we saw that, we were just like, okay, they're really trying to take a page out of PlayStation's book there with that. We were reading those leaks, and and again, it was all part of their game plan.
And if it's not, I'll come on here and be like, oh fuck, I was wrong. I'm not going to be like, no.
Yeah,
I never said that.
But it's not like you didn't actually.
You
see
were led
those
to
leaks.
believe that I said that.
Those leaks were real, even though Phil Spencer was like, well, that was like, a while ago. It was
nah,
like,
shit was real. He got negative feedback, so he didn't go with it.
Yeah.
Or they didn't have the money to make those things, and that was it.
And in hindsight, like we said before, I think it was it was probably Xbox Goes to Hell. They should have had a console that was, again, like a Pro, even though it would have been more expensive just to have that competition, to have an Xbox that can, be this buffer in between these gens.
Was Oblivion Shadow Drop really a Shadow Drop? We were told for like 5 months this game was coming out.
Oblivion was a Shadow Drop. People weren't.
It was a Shadow Drop, but all these Xbox guys were saying it for months. They're like, "Oh no, Oblivion's coming, everybody! Don't worry."
Yeah, so it was leaked by somebody in the community, and Wario put out.
It was leaked by freaking Microsoft. That's who.
Yeah, so when Wario put up the screenshots a few days before, I was like, okay, these are definitely real. But I think when people saw the event, there was the confirmation that literally the day of the event they're going to Shadow Drop. People were so in denial that they thought that wasn't going to happen, and because it does rarely happen. I mean, it happens, right? We saw stuff like Hi-Fi Rush Shadow Drop and really cool stuff. But a remaster for Oblivion, a lot of people's favorite games of all time, and a lot of my friends love this game. I was watching this on PC last night on somebody that has a really good PC, and it looked fucking crazy. Over 120 frames plus, and it was smooth. But I think it was too, it was almost like too good of a thing to believe, but people actually got surprised and they dropped it. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it was a big surprise because, like you said, if you knew where to find those screenshots and the leaks, like they were there. But I think for some casuals that were just like, "What? It's out already?" Like, a couple of my friends didn't even know it was coming out because they were just busy with life. They weren't really keeping up with it. And I was like, "Yo, dude,
RWK
it's
wants
dropping."
RWK wants to date old ladies in the chat. This is what this guy's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what is that. What are we talking? What is? I'm trying to catch up on the chat. I don't even know what is happening.
He wants to go out with Kate Beckinsale. She's 51, he says, and still
Kate
fine as hell.
Beckinsale.
Well, hey, if you like those old ladies, man, I don't know.
I would have expected that from Cougar Man, but I don't know.
She's got too many tattoos for Cougar, man.
Well, the thing is, though, Kate Beckinsale, she was in. What was she in recently? I forget. She hasn't really been in like much, because like, didn't she do the Well, she did the Underworld movies, but then I forget what she did.
was in
like,
Click.
She was in Click. Oh my god, the movie that everybody thought was a comedy, and then you end up crying during it.
Well, they did that with Man of the Year. Like they made that look like it was a comedy, and it's like one of the worst movies I ever saw in my life.
Yeah, or Funny People, where it's like it's like a serious movie.
I bought that because I thought it was a comedy, and it was totally not a comedy.
Yeah.
Kate is hot. Yeah, but mental.
I remember
RWK's like 28 years old.
The first Monster Mania that I ever worked, she was like the headline, and it was like a serious deal because they were like, I guess she had some problems with,
you need to print out the old photo of Mental 9R and bring it to her and be like, "Oh, my friend wants your phone number or something."
That's awesome. Yeah. I don't think she'll ever do. I mean, she'll probably never do it again, but I don't know because it was very strange. I think she had a problem with people stalking or something. So she had security, and it was a big thing.
She wasn't
So
that.
Don't look at her. Don't go near her. Don't.
yeah, no, you couldn't. So like, how people had cosplay and stuff, you couldn't wear that in a room. Like everyone was just like, make sure the mask is down. Like you're not wearing a Jason mask or a Michael Myers mask. Or,
What?
So.
RWK's messed up.
Oh
my
man.
god!
I don't know, man.
I guess this is
was that RWK's ally?
Yes.
Where is that? I can't even find this stupid thing. That's his. That's why it's all messed up. Dude, that's nasty.
So greasy. So greasy.
What if that's Phil Spencer's?
Oh.
I don't know, man.
I've never had something look like that I own. Like,
that's not a very
dude. The fucking speaker has earwax. Like, what is going on there?
I was thinking that it's earwax.
It's probably like stolen.
That's what you guys want to spend $800 on? Something that looks like this shit? I don't know. Good luck. Get some. After you buy this thing, go get some holy water. Right? You're gonna need it to clean this shit off. I don't know.
Ugh.
What is all that white goop? I don't know, man. This is Phil Spencer's. Ask him. Call him up. Hey, I saw a picture of your portable Xbox. Oh yeah, I forgot to clean it off. King who?
What do you guys think of the new Gears of War cover? You notice they changed it up a little bit.
Yeah, they make Marcus look like he's on the toilet this time.
Instead of just Marcus, Dom, and Carmine. Carmine isn't on the cover, and they put Barrett and Cole on there.
Why?
I don't know. I guess they're like, Carmine dies in the first like couple chapters, so they'll stop putting him on the front.
Yeah, but he was like the meme back then of the franchise.
Oh yeah. Remember the Avatar shirts?
Yeah. Save Carmine. I remember.
Yeah, Carmine must die. Save Carmine.
The thing is
those are the days.
So fugly.
I honestly, I don't know if anybody talked about this, but
Mental said it just like that.
I'm not really a fan of the subtitle Reloaded. I just think that just sounds like
well, what are you gonna call it?
I don't know.
They already have remastered, right?
Well, they had
Well, it's
Ultimate
Ultimate.
Edition, Reloaded. I don't know. That's just me nitpicking.
What
I
is
don't
that, a
really care.
reload?
I want to play Gears again. Active Reloaded.
But again,
No,
the
Should've
Xbox
called it-
guys, they shitting on The Last of Us, but then they turn around and they didn't shit on this one. It's a remake
That's
of a
true.
remake, right?
That's very true.
I would have called it the Gears My Tomato Edition.
My
Tomatoes.
fucking tomatoes.
Well, you know what Xbox is gonna say in return, or those fans are gonna be like, "Well, they're giving it to us for free because we got the Ultimate Edition."
What if they got rid of Jake the dog?
That would be horrible.
For those of you who don't know, the guy that voices Marcus Phoenix voices Jake the dog
Yeah, he
Really?
does.
from
And
Adventure
Bender.
Time. Yeah, it's the same guy.
Yeah, and Bender from Futurama.
And Bender, yeah.
Wow. And Bender?
Yep. Same
Yeah.
guy.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Cole, Baird, Dom, you son of a bitch.
When I play Gears, I always think of Jake the dog because it's basically Jake the dog screaming. That's
Yeah, it
Marcus.
is. Yeah, and
He slips up into the Bender voice.
and
once in a while.
the
Hey,
original
man.
the original Ashley from RE4 is Sandy Cheeks. Not a lot of people
Oh,
know
really?
that.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
She voices Sandy
You can
Cheeks?
tell, you can hear it in her voice when she said, "You're just like, okay, there's some Sandy in there."
You know what? Now that you mention it. Yep. I just need to hear Ashley say SpongeBob, and now
The script readers are saying PlayStation is next. Well, yeah, well, I mean, they got to get used to it. You got to start building your library up on the PlayStation because that's going to be the only console you could get. If you don't go to PC. If you go to PC, it's a different story. Start building up on Steam. At least you can trust Steam for now until Gabe Newell does some crazy shit. But so far, so good on that front. He hasn't done really anything too crazy. Like it's the freaking Matrix or something. There you go.
So, do you want to talk about the other big one? A lot of big news tonight.
What?
GTA 6.
Oh, GTA 6. Yeah, it got
So
delayed,
it got delayed.
Yeah, do that.
which is funny because Red
May
Dead
next
got
year.
delayed till May, and then when April rolled around, they said, "Oh, we got to delay it till December or
Was
November,
it October? I think it was October. right?
October, whatever it was."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I dude, the first one
Master
got delayed
cheeks
too, like
or
3
Sandy
times.
cheeks? Both cheeks.
Both cheeks.
They rub their cheeks into each other and they explode. They start a fire rubbing.
Yes. Yes and yes. Yeah. So
Gabe is going to sell Steam. That. Oh yeah, isn't that the next rumor? Mental, the next leak. Bro, Gabe doesn't sell shit to anybody.
hell no.
No
You know
way.
how much that would cost? Do you think Activision was bad? Imagine Steam. It'd be like 100 billion, maybe more.
I want more money. He would take
Give
that
me
money and just build a competitor to Steam. You know what I mean?
Make
Like,
Steam 2.
I'm telling you, like, that guy is smart, man. He wouldn't just give it up.
No, he would ask for he would put a crazy number, like $200 billion.
I think he likes the fact that it's private and that he could do whatever he wants. Dude, on a whim, okay? He's playing a Switch on an airplane. He goes, this shit sucks. We need something better. And they built the Steam Deck. That's competition, man. He had the company. He had the money. He's like, let's just build it. Within a few months, he had a prototype in his hand on the airplane. And he's like, we need to mass produce this thing. Boom, done. It's one of the most popular devices in the world right now. And eventually this conspiracy, I don't know, Dreadpool, or that's not Dreadpool. He has the same colors, this guy. So does Mental. He's got the same colors. Surprised they didn't call this guy Mental.
So does RWK. Look
So
at
does
our
RWK.
chat. It's
Everyone's
red
all
and white.
red and white, red and black. You got the Wolfpack. You got Stevie Mack in red and white. You got the Wolfpack going on here. NWO Wolfpack.
The wolf pack is back.
Harold, I don't know if that's true because you had a bunch of fat slob leakers put those out there and they're wrong like 90% of the time. So I don't know.
Why would they do that? Like,
I heard
what,
that
like,
the fat guy, which his icon's not up yet. I think that's June, right?
June, yeah.
The fat guy, he said that every year they have a meeting with Gabe Newell and they hand him a piece of paper with a number on it. And he looks at it and just shakes his head no. I don't believe that.
No, and why
Because
would they
you know
do
why?
that?
Because the Gears of War trilogy is not a trilogy. It's reloaded. That's why.
Well, Microsoft has Windows where they have their own platform to sell stuff. Like, why would they buy? Like, it makes no sense. Like,
'Cause
it's just a storefront.
Microsoft buys everything popular and then they can't run it and they fucking close it down.
Yeah.
It's like Microsoft needs to just compete.
Yeah, there needs to be that. Again, it's less competition. It's just never a good thing. That's I sound like a broken record. but it's true.
Microsoft will always hold itself back for one reason: the shareholders. That's why that company
Yeah.
can never innovate, because they always have to go
yeah.
back and forth with the shareholders.
Yeah,
They
they
always have-
$1 trillion company.
They always
you
have to
know?
buy shit and end it. They always have to start shit and end it. They always have to figure out they have to figure their company out based on the shareholders. And that's creatively what's been holding them back for all these years. Look at Teams, okay? They said, we're going to start this new thing called Teams. They put it in Windows, and they took it out of Windows, and people hate it, and people love it. What are they doing? They don't even know what they're doing with Teams. You think Xbox is bad? They can't figure out how to put a fucking program on their own thing. It's ridiculous.
It's stupid too because they have all the infrastructure and they own the Windows Store and they own the Blizzard thing and they still kept BattleNet. It's like, why? Like, they're advertising, oh, you could buy like Indiana Jones on BattleNet. It's like, why? Why wouldn't you combine all that? Like, what are you doing?
They need to let companies run themselves underneath Microsoft banner without Microsoft manager. Yeah, you do, but you don't. You just need better management, I would say. You definitely need a warden to go down there and be like, what's going on? Because then you have Redfall. You know what I mean? You need somebody to go down there and lay down the law and be like, hey, how's everything going? Oh yeah, pretty good. All right, everything looks good, but I'll be back next week. You can't be like, hey, everything looks good. I'll come back in 6 months. Because everyone's going to dick around. But if you say, I'll be back here next week, everyone's going to be like, oh shit, this guy's coming back next week. We better get stuff done. They're keeping BattleNet for cross-play and cross-communication for people who are on Nintendo and Xbox. That way you don't need to use their community. That's weird.
But then why do you have a Microsoft account for like Minecraft, but then you have to have a BattleNet account? It's like, like you can't find a way to streamline this, like with Steam, even Epic. If you buy
Yeah, why
something
can't they
on
just
Epic,
make a
it's one account.
universal platform for that?
Right. It's like so annoying. Like, why? Like, I don't want to have two libraries. If I want to play World of
Well, look
Warcraft,
at
it's only
Nintendo.
the
They're doing that
BattleNet.
camera shit instead of using Discord. Like, why?
Right.
Just cut a deal with Discord and get that done.
I don't know.
And
I think they
PlayStation.
could fix it and do it more streamlined and not have two storefronts and all this wacky stuff. But
Oh, people love Hi-Fi Rush. Better shut them down. Well, they shut them down and then they sold them and they were like, all right, you guys have a job again, but not with us. I don't know. There was so much wrong with that.
let's buy Crash and Spyro and then shut down the studio that's making the games.
Well, they ain't shut down Toys for Bob. They'd let them go. They're like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
you could
let
be
them
your
go.
own studio if you have enough money. And they were like, we have enough money. Okay, go be your own studio. Bye. I don't want to have two BattleNet. Is a backdoor right tonight? What?
What?
Go through PlayStation for what?
Get drunk, go home, Harold. No.
Well, I'm just saying, like Minecraft, you literally just put in your Microsoft account and it works on PlayStation. So why
Microphone is
don't they
picking
shut
up
this-
you guys talking too while I'm okay. So he's talking to the phone, but it's picking picking up us talking on his speaker.
Oh, sorry.
It's all our fault.
You see that, Frank? It picked you up saying I don't want two BattleNets.
Yeah.
I see what he's doing. Okay. Man, it's making you look like you're drunk, man.
Yeah.
Uh
So GTA 6.
GTA 6. I wouldn't expect this in May of next year, but that's the date, May 26th, right?
They planned to delay it and put this trailer out. That definitely was the plan. I think there was over 450 million views collectively on the trailer, which is not surprising. This will be the biggest game launch of all time. The projections are
It better live up to the hype.
all of this was captured on a PS5, so we were right. They're going with PlayStation.
El Nini, what's up?
Apparently, a standard PS5. This was captured on. So
Allegedly. I don't
allegedly.
believe
No,
that.
you could
yeah.
you could tell it was a standard PS5. At the
I mean,
at the very end,
it
you could
looked-
see some of the aliasing.
Yeah, I mean, look, this, you know, I know people hate on Grand Theft Auto and people like to hate it, but this looks pretty damn good, man. I definitely, as far as being a
It
Vice
looks
City
good,
fan,
but they better have a performance mode on the Pro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the Pro has to have really good enhancements.
Even if it's 1080p or 720p at 60, you need a 60. And you know what? Rockstar's probably not going to give it to us. There's Dreadpool. He's sorry he's late. He's been super busy. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I
Harold was asking about you, Dreadpool. You can wishlist it on GTA 6 on PlayStation. GTA 6 trailer was 90%. Who?
I mean, they definitely showcased the character.
Oh
sure.
yeah, they did.
I like Vice City. It's my favorite game from the franchise, and so I definitely marked out seeing more of Vice City. There's going to be, I mean, a lot of the stuff that they were seeing that some people are like, that's not gameplay graphics. Well, it's like the gameplay and the cutscene graphics are the same in Rockstar.
It's the
I don't
same.
know
Yeah,
if
it's
people
the same thing.
realize that.
Is
But,
it shocking that 10 years later, or however long it's been, 12 years later, the graphics look
Yeah.
like that? Like, no.
No, it's like that.
Have you
This is
seen
the-
Ghost of Tsushima? I mean, the cutscenes, like,
Yeah, Helldivers. Not Helldivers. Hellblade.
Helldivers.
Even Horizon looks incredible. Game sucks, but it looks good.
Right.
It's damn good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like this. I like the music choices. I like that they, play some 80s stuff, kind of throw it back a little bit. They put it up with a description. They put a whole press release out basically. But they said, Jason and Lucia have always known the deck is stacked against them, but when an easy score goes wrong, they find themselves on the darkest side of the sunniest place in America.
remember when they showed leaked screenshots of this lady, the gameplay?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, well, she's a single mother. And everyone was like, oh my God, this is no good. The game is dead. They ruined it. Now they show this trailer. Everyone forgets all that. They're like, oh my God, this game looks great. It's like,
yeah, they
it's like,
I
where
mean,
did this
yeah.
shit come from? Where did that information come from in the beginning?
Yeah, it just says, kind of like a brief thing about them. They have,
They're definitely
criminal
butt people.
conspiracy stretching across the state of Lanita, forced to rely on each other more than ever if they want to make it out alive. And then Jason Duval is the guy's name. He wants an easy life, but things just keep getting harder. He grew up around grifters and crooks. After a stint in the army trying to shake off his troubled teens, he found himself in the Keys, doing what he knows best, working for the local.
You know
drug
what this
runner.
is, right? This is a modern day Bonnie and Clyde.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what that was the thing that they pitched early on, and people say,
And you know that
that's,
doesn't end too well.
yeah,
We already got
Maybe
the
it was-
ending before the game comes out.
basically. I mean, I'm sure they'll throw shit in there, but we'll see what happens, because in 5 it was like, the fate of them were just like they kind of just went their own way. But in this, it's not going to end so good, probably. But
He's a buck. Axel he's come out of the closet. He's a buck guard.
there's a lot more screenshots
Not
on
that
the
closet.
site actually too. Yeah, I actually like these characters. I think they're pretty cool. They tried this whole press release they put out as like a full website page. A lot of people missed it.
Nobody cared. They
But-
saw the trailer and moved on to life.
Yeah, but I like it
gotta
though. 'Cause
read.
You see the boardwalk, you see the strip in Vice City right along the beach. You see that when they're like they have it like
I don't
just
even
kinda
care
in
about the
background.
story. I just want to play the game and screw around. What cars can I get? And by the way, somebody mentioned, I think Noof mentioned, that it looks like they got a license with Ford. Some sort of licensing agreement, because you could tell that's a Ford in
Yeah.
the trailer or whatever.
There's real Fords, yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, remember how much fun we had?
I did not
on
call
GTA
Axel
5?
out. I said that he came out of the closet about the butt thing, but not that closet. So there you go.
Remember when GTA 5
Veronica's
just came
closet.
out?
Remember that show?
Oh yeah, that's right.
He loves Phil's
Remember-
butt. Oh man, no, that's it. RWK just started a
he
war.
said that. We didn't say that. He said that.
RWK said that right there. He started a war with Axel right there. You're gonna have to call him out on Good Morning Xbox, Axel.
So they have awesome screenshots. I didn't even see these, man. They have awesome screenshots of Vice City, like
All on
because
PS5.
they have they have
No,
Key
the
West
big butt
in
closet,
there,
man.
you know. So we're a long way from the 80s, but Vice City is still the sun and fun capital of America, it says. The glamour, the hustle, the greed of America captured in a single city. Each neighborhood has something to offer, and the pastel art, deco hotels, and bright white sands of Ocean Beach to the busting, I don't even know what that is,
Secrets.
of a little
Remember
Cuba
Conan
and
O'Brien? Secrets. Dude, I used to love Conan O'Brien when they did the year 2000. They had that guy singing. You remember that?
I don't know.
In the year 2000. And he had all these shitty predictions. I miss late night talk. They don't have those anymore.
No, it's not the same.
Jimmy Fallon's like watching paint dry. I miss Jay Leno. I miss David Letterman. I miss Conan O'Brien. Before Conan O'Brien went nuts. Why would you think of Phil when you're talking about Lucia's digital butt RWK is a Phil? Oh, man.
Wow, gee.
RWK is going to come after him now. They
Dude, there
use-
is so
Whoa,
oh my
whoa,
God.
whoa.
This
Oh,
game-
shit. Here we go.
Dude,
Oh boy.
This chat just got X-rated. And there's a fight going on top of it.
You know what happened? Someone was watching that trailer with that Xbox handheld. That's why it got like that.
yeah. Dude, this is nuts. I
Does
did
it
not
run at
see
60
this.
on a handheld? Phil wouldn't lie to me. I should download the video and play it on here. I don't know what I'm doing here.
I don't think it's a coincidence that it's running on a PS5, and they literally put out another tweet today being like, "Hey, it's
Can
running
we
on
show?
PS5.
Can you send me that photo of the PS5 in the trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marketing
There actually
rights.
is one. Like a kind of like a parody version.
I
of it.
like how I see tweets. Xbox people are like, when I say Xbox people, I mean like fans that are like obsessed with Xbox. Not Xbox fans, but like the crazy ones. And they're like, imagine when Phil gets the marketing rights. I'm like, he's not getting the marketing rights. You're not paying money for this. You're not paying marketing rights for a console you don't even ship to stores. And the console it's not even selling.
I just sent it to you. There's a DualShock 4 and a bootleg PS5 in the shot.
All right, hold up. Let me see what's
They're
going
both
on
in
here.
the picture I sent you.
Wow.
It's actually insane, like looking at this website of like how, I mean, I'm not surprised, but how much they expanded Vice City. It's so crazy because it used to just be like, you know, the three little sections, you know, and now it's just like, it's crazy.
Read them and weep.
Wow.
A PlayStation 5 is in GTA 6.
And even the version of the trailer that was uploaded on Xbox's channel is the PlayStation footage. So it's like,
Well, yeah.
we kind of saw that coming. We knew the marketing was going to be with them.
That's it,
And
buddy.
didn't they put it up first? Didn't PlayStation's YouTube put this up first?
I
thought it
don't know.
would've
I
been-
was
think-
asleep when
I
this
think
shit
so.
dropped.
Yeah. Well, I saw it on Rockstar's, and then on Rockstar's YouTube page that has the most views, it says at the bottom of the Rockstar trailer captured on PS5. I was like, oh shit, so this is on their account. They were just saying, yeah, this is on PS5.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you have, you know, Vice City is like massive now. You have the Lanita Keys, which is like Key West. You have the Grass Rivers, which is like the marsh swampland. And you have
Guarantee you they took all those assets from Red Dead 2, but go on.
yeah. You have Port Gellhorn or Gellhorn. You have all these different characters too, all these criminal characters, but I'm not gonna take up all the time. There's Ambrosia.
Hey, you weren't here, Anthony, but when we did Xbox Goes to Hell, Noof came on, and I had the picture of Phil Spencer with the devil horns. And Noof just goes, "Hey, you got a really horny picture on."
I think I was here for that.
Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't at the episode.
I
before
can't
that
remember.
one. No, I know. I mean, it all blends together, but that's funny.
Would you
yeah.
buy $1,000 bundle? No.
And in the country, the wild country, they call it Mount Caliga National Park. And there's dirt bike riding. You can do canoeing. I mean, this is like insane. There's deer out there. Like this is
Hey
going on
man,
vacation?
for 12 years, I better put all this shit in the game.
dude. Like all I'm saying, guys, go to the rockstar.com/ it's literally rockstargames.com/6 V1, and it's like it's the whole.
Right.
They go through character names, place like this is a whole press release drop. This wasn't just like, oh, we feel bad, we're releasing a trailer. Like, no, they're showing a lot of shit. So I'm just saying.
Imagine if we could go to Hulk Hogan's house and beat him up.
I mean, you might as well.
You could probably go to his surf bar or whatever the hell he had. Maybe he shut that down. I don't even know. His surf shop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Could probably go there and fuck his place up. I don't know. The home of the Everglades. Oh, that's cold Everglades. Oh, it's called the Everglades. Okay.
Oh, if they have manatees in there, I'll be so happy.
Some guy next told me I was an idiot for saying PlayStation had the GTA 6 marketing rights. Oh, well, stupid is as stupid does, right?
That's true.
I'll be
Also,
honest, if they bundle a pro with this game, I'll buy it. Well,
I mean, they would be dumb if they didn't, honestly, but
they probably will bundle this with every PlayStation that they sell.
Yeah.
That's probably the deal. Because they bundled 4 with the PlayStation 4. I still have the box for that, by the way. Because I kept the outside. And I was like, I'm keeping this thing. It's awesome.
Also, fun little tidbit. So Lucia is she's in jail because apparently she was fighting for her family in Liberty City. So she's from Liberty City.
How'd she get extradited to Florida then? Come on.
Yeah, there's something going on there, but
we
yeah,
already know this game is set in Florida. Yeah, it's definitely set in Florida.
Well, yeah. I mean, Vice City is Florida. It's their version of Florida. Yeah, Liberty City's New York City, and San Andreas was all about California, and then we went back there with 5. But the last time we were in Vice City was 2002. So, well, Vice City Stories. Sorry, that was also.
Does that really matter?
But it
PSP.
It wasn't not in a full broad spectrum like this game where it's like it's really expanding on.
You've been to
like
several of Hogan's houses. Oh man. Hey brother, you stole all my shit, dude.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. So yeah, go check out the site if you want to see more of these awesome screenshots and more in-depth like character breakdowns and people you're going to be seeing and criminals you're going to be doing missions for.
What the hell is happening to Fred?
Hmm?
You're like melting. What happened?
Venom was coming out of him.
I'm melting.
So ready for these criminal names real quick? Cal Hampton, Booby Ike.
Criminal names.
Draquan Priest, Real Dimes with a Z. She's like an artist. Raw, but I think it's Bautista. It's Bautista.
That's
it's not Batista.
It is Batista, but that's how you originally has a U in it, but WWE took the U out.
So I just butchered it. So Raul Batista and Brian
Raul Batista.
These are all these people that you're,
Why are they telling you the whole fucking story of the game? Let the game come out.
Well, they're just like because everything's been a secret. Oh, they got wallpapers on here and everything.
Did you play Oblivion Remastered? No.
Fuck yeah.
I heard there was stuttering, so I'm gonna wait till they fix that.
There is. Even on the Pro, there still is. It's less than the Series X. But
you know who bought it on the Pro? You're wicked hot. Because he asked everyone, is there stuttering? And they were like, we don't know. And he's like, I'm just going to buy it. Yeah. Wow, Julia. No, leave that man alone.
They got screenshots, wallpapers. They got a bunch of stuff on their site. New wallpapers and everything.
That's all right. I'm not like...
No, I think it's cool, man. I don't know. People waited a long time for this shit. It's cool that it's not just like, second trailer and that's it. Like, you at least kind of know what you're getting into, But, I don't know.
Hey, you'll be able to play it on PC whenever the hell that version comes out. It was supposed to come out 6 months after the console release. Now forget it. That thing's not going to come out till 2027. That sucks, man. For me, it was Tuesday. Yeah, that's him, all right. Good old M. Bison. What a great movie.
Bison.
Yeah, so what do you think, Fred? What do you think of GTA? Venge, what's up, man?
I'm excited. I can't wait to play GTA.
What'd
The
you like
last one
about
I
the
played-
trailer?
I didn't see the trailer actually.
Oh.
What?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. I haven't had time to watch it.
Yeah, he's graduating in 2 weeks, so.
Yeah, so I'm trying to focus on that. But yeah, I mean, the game itself, I'm excited for it.
It's all right,
Yeah.
because by the time the next GTA comes out, your kids will be graduating. But next time it
You're
comes
not
out.
wrong.
His hair might
Good
grow
job.
back.
Yeah, you're gonna see me
When did
with.
GTA 5 come out? What year was that?
September 2013.
What was I doing in
Dude, I'll probably be
2013?
dead by then. I'll be over 50
Oh.
years old.
I was a junior in high school.
Scorpio Coil. Is that a Dragon Ball Z guy? Did he change his name? Radiant Dragon Ball? What's his name? Anthony?
Dragon Ball Radiant?
Yeah,
I
is
don't
that the
know.
same guy? He changed his name?
Think so.
He keeps saying, I think GTA 6 will be fire. Well, I hope so. I hope it was worth the wait. If
It'll be
not, Rockstar is doomed.
What do you guys think of the pricing?
We don't know what
You
the
know, we
price
don't
is.
know-
I
we
don't
don't
even
know
know.
yet, but-
Listen, they're
I
going to
know
go.
It's a big topic, but
We talked about this last night. Your Wicked Hot brought up a good point. He said they could do early access at 100. And I was like, bingo.
Yep.
That's going to be your early access. $100. They could do like $100 early access. So they could do like 150 bundled with shark cards. And then they could do like a 200 with even more shark cards. I'm hearing that they're going to break up the online and make the online like 50 and the fucking campaign 50. Which I think is kind of dumb. Like, why would you really do that?
interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, nothing's official yet.
Or they
Yep.
can make the campaign 80 and then they could do the online at 30, which would be fucked up too. But
Well, didn't they break it up recently where you could just buy the online?
yeah,
for
but it was
5
10
or
and
whatever?
10. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
20 and 20. It wasn't that big
Oh,
of
it
a
was
deal.
10-year-old game by the time they did that.
Right. I don't know, man. That's kind of fucked up. Because that didn't work out for Red Dead. Remember the online was like $5 or something? And nobody really
Yeah.
bit?
They should just stick to 80
Mhm.
for the regular, 100 for early access, and then just do shark cards. They're going to get so many people buying shark cards. They're going to make way more if they
Billions.
let everybody get in it. Yeah. Just let everyone
Dude,
get
the
in
reason
at 80.
why that 5 went on for so long is because everyone was spending money every day. It's like Fortnite.
Yeah.
They're not going to end Fortnite until it stops making money. And I guarantee you, GTA 5, they're going to release it on Switch 2 to keep the money coming in. I'm telling you, they're going to keep that game going. That's like a Guinness World Record game right there.
They even have their own subscription service, the GTA Plus or whatever, where you get like shark cards. It's crazy.
People
Like,
are still playing online in that game. It's freaking crazy.
We're going to have to play online this summer because it's going to be it. We used to play online all the time, but we stopped for a
I'm
little
down
bit.
for it. I still have my
hopefully it'll be on
character.
Switch.
I think I have like $5 million on it, something like that.
I got tons of money, but I don't spend it. I never bought a house or anything in that game. I just
Yeah.
jump in a car and screw around.
I think I bought like a condo. I didn't buy like a house.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I still like to play the story. Some people don't.
I like to play a story, but it's just hard not to fuck around.
Yeah.
Oh, I love fucking around. It's great.
Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely a
It's-
great
it's
game to play.
Pretty cool. Like you said, I hope it doesn't get pushed back. It easily could again. But you know,
Have to make the
gotta-
online. Dreadpool says if they break it up, then I'll probably just buy the campaign only. What if they make the online subscription base? Then I'm definitely not buying it. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, it'll be on Game Pass. I don't have to worry about it. They'll just charge me $50 a month for Game Pass.
Yeah.
When will Game Pass be $50 a day? I
you
want to see.
imagine?
I want to see everyone justify that one.
Well, you might play a game every day, so it's worth it. How much would that be a month? Let's just calculate it. $50 a day
$50 a day.
times 30 days.
Some troll shit.
It'll be $1,500 a month. How much would that be a year?
It's fucking rent.
$18,000 a year.
It's rent plus your car payment plus your insurance plus.
It's the best value in gaming.
$18,000 a year.
Well, you guys can play your backlog every day.
I better be able to live in the
You
Xbox.
get quick resume and
right?
cloud saves. Okay, Fortnite is still in beta. I don't know if Fortnite's in beta. I have no idea.
Well, they never finished that save the world thing.
That's like the best running game on the Xbox. Oh, like the best running game. Oh wow!
What happened to Marvel Rivals? I thought that was number one.
Like it runs good, but it doesn't run as good as Fortnite.
Right, okay.
You ever try playing Fortnite on the original Switch? It's horrendous.
Yeah, I tried that
God,
a long time.
terrible.
Fall Guys too. It sucks on the
bad.
Switch.
Yeah.
Those need patches for Switch too, man.
I did that with my friend's
Well,
little brother's Switch. It was terrible.
Fortnite's getting its own version for the
Yeah,
Switch
well,
too,
Fall Guys
so
needs one next.
I don't know about that, but they might. It could.
Fall Guys. So we are at 596. So are you able to jump on in the UK for like 45 minutes for episode 600?
I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know what I'm even doing that day yet. You know what I mean?
What's
I mean,
the
I'm
time
5 hours
difference?
5 hours ahead, so it'd be 2 a.m. So I don't
Wait, but
know.
Are you sure it's the 11th? Because if we're on 596 now, then 97 is next week, 98 is the week after, 99 is the week after. So 600 would be on June 4th.
Are you sure?
Well, if today's 96, yeah, then we got 4 more weeks. So it would be 1,
96,
2, 3,
97,
4.
98, 99. But 99 is the 29th.
Right, and then the next, well, the
June
28th.
4th. But when is he leaving?
I'm leaving the 4th at like 3 a.m. Like
Yeah,
I have to go to the
so-
airport. Yeah, I can't jump on that night at all.
We could do it earlier, but if you're going to be sleeping anyway, it doesn't matter.
When are you going to bed? You're going to bed Tuesday into Wednesday or Monday into Tuesday? What are you doing?
The plane takes off Thursday morning at 7:30 or 8 a.m. So I gotta leave for it's at JFK. I gotta drive to JFK.
Right.
Nick is gonna help me out. So I gotta essentially leave that night or morning.
So if we don't
at,
do Wednesday, if we do
3
Monday or
4 a.m.
Tuesday or Sunday, like what day is better for you? If you could do those days. If you can't, don't
Well,
worry about it.
Tuesday, you have gaming after dark, so we'd have to do Monday.
It'd have to be Monday. Well, it depends if he's busy. If he's busy, then nothing we could do. But
Right.
That Monday should be good. I don't have anything as of now. I mean, I'm looking at my calendar, so I can put
That
it
would
in.
actually be good because if we go to the midnight release of the Switch 2, we could just live stream and not worry about doing a show. Also.
Yeah, you guys have that coming up. See, I have to send Nick again. He's gonna help me out. He's gonna go to Best Buy and get my, our Switch, I should say.
we should go
Good guy.
and we should go to the Best Buy that Nick is going to and just show up and wait for him. He goes to his
Whoa,
car.
whoa,
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 what are you
whoa,
doing
whoa,
here?
Pretend to steal it from him.
Well, so Fred, are you coming with us? I know you're not buying a Switch at Best Buy, but are you coming with us?
When the day it comes out?
What,
Yeah, I'm
what,
gonna
what
call
is this day,
tomorrow.
Frank? What are we doing?
Okay. It would be
Wednesday.
June 4th, but technically at midnight it'll be the 5th and we can get it. I'm going to call tomorrow and see if where we pre-order it is going to have a midnight release.
I mean,
It
I'll
is,
come
we
there.
can go
I
get
might as
it.
well because I gotta get mine from the GameStop anyway.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
literally,
but
like
won't
GameStop's
want
gonna
to
be
get it.
closed though.
like while I'm
Oh.
leaving, you guys will be like getting your shit at the midnight or like waiting at GameStop. I don't know how you're doing it, but
We don't know
like,
either.
I'll basically be on my way to another part of the world by the time the Switch comes out, so I'll be away from it.
Chrono says
But you guys will be around.
Fall Guys shows the guys hovering over the cross instead of running. Yeah, I know. It's horrible. We will figure that out, Frank.
Yeah. I'll call tomorrow and make sure that ours is even doing it. And then if
Yeah.
they are, we'll make arrangements.
I
to go.
hope. Yeah, Yeah, because I was planning on camping out to get my Switch anyway.
No,
Like,
no, Fred, you don't
overnight.
understand. Like we're doing in-store pickup at midnight for Best Buy,
Oh.
and then we have to go back the next morning to go get it.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm seeing if they updated their website or if it's just
My
they're just
wife
doing
has
it
to go
from-
too because she's got to pick that one up. Unless she puts me as a pickup person.
Yeah, I will. I'll call tomorrow, or I'll stop by when I go to trade this stuff in and see what
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm so anxious about this now.
about what.
Godspeed.
About you trading all that shit in.
I know I'm anxious too. How do you think I feel?
Are you going to the same? You're going to the one
No, he's-
down the street, right?
Down the street, yes.
Yeah. And then if they give me trouble, I'm either gonna take whatever they won't take it out and put it in a sleeve and go to the other one,
Let me know
or
what-
tell them to
let
F
me-
off.
What time are you
That's
going,
bullshit.
Frank?
11 when they
Oh,
open.
11?
The minute they open, I'm going to be there.
Let me know if they give you a problem. I got you.
Hopefully, they'll just take everything and give me a credit, and that's it. And you can meet me
I'll
there, buy your pro, and be
Yeah, I
happy.
think I'm gonna have to go, but I have to go over
I'll be
there
like-
now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sucks. You have to come all this way.
I'll be like Carlito, spit an apple in their face.
Yeah, and then they go to jail for assault. That's not cool.
That's not.
Spit in the face of gamers that don't want to be cool.
What if the guy?
That's
what if
not
Fred
cool.
does that to the guy, and it's like Tajiri with the green spit, and the guy's like, "Ah!"
That's assault. You're going to jail.
Yeah, that's
What is going on? A pig is having a crisis in the other room.
Oh, no.
Oh,
My
maybe she's
cat's
hungry.
bouncing
Okay,
all
so
over the place
listen.
upstairs.
I had, my God, I'm podcasting. I can't take this. So, what? Okay, so here's what happened. I fell asleep the other day because I was up all night doing a podcasting and I stayed up. I went to bed. I woke up at like 2:30. I go in the room. I leave the room and I smell like, it smells like rotten fish. And I'm like, what the hell happened? The cats knocked over this. I got this cat food months ago, okay? Where the cats were like throwing up, or one of the cats was throwing up. So I was like, no more. Like, it's the food. The food's no good.
Right.
We left it in that bin because it was the bin was contaminated anyway. So we were like, we're not reusing that bin. So we bought a new bin, put the old cat food in. And we had that other cat food just on the table, whatever. The cats knocked that fucking bin over, and the
Oh.
pig ate the damn bad cat food.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
So it smells like, I go in there, there's throw up all over the place.
Oh.
Looks like globs of chocolate ice cream. I
Ugh.
cleaned the whole thing.
Oh.
I had to Swiffer everything. I had to disinfect everything, whatever. It's like having a kid. But I had to throw the pig's bed out. So we threw the bed out, and then we went and got another one at the pet store. And she does not want to sleep on that bed.
Oh.
So she stole the cat's blanket, and she's sleeping in the living room, but she's also purposely knocking everything over because she wants to make it her room. And it's like, you can't do that. Like, that's the cat's room. So we're trying to get her to go back to the new bed and lay down on it, and she's giving us an attitude about it. She's the
You're just
drama
gonna have to Get
queen.
used to it.
Yeah. But she did it to herself. She caused her own drama, this one.
Well, she shouldn't have ate all that cat food.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, but the cats pushed it because the cats wanted to eat.
Right.
I was
It's not her
asleep.
fault.
They usually eat at like 10:30. And I woke up at 2:00. They weren't going to drop dead or anything, but
Yeah.
it's like, shit, like I'm asleep. What can I do?
Dude, my cats start hassling me because they sleep in the room with me, and they'll just wake up and
That's-
start like
That's
bothering
why,
me. It's the
that's why I
worst.
don't let them stay in my room. They stay in the living
Yep.
room, and that's it.
They get
My
right in
cat-
my face and start yelling at
Yep.
me.
My cat's doing freaking jumping jacks upstairs or something like that. She's good bouncing over the fucking walls.
We got the cat wheel, so they're running on the wheel all the time.
Oh, that's good.
I'll just hear like loud noises, and it's them running on the cat wheel.
It's good they like it.
Yeah, they do. I'll be in the kitchen cooking, and I'll hear the damn wheel going off.
Wow.
I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Should buy that for my cat.
They're gonna be super fit.
One of them needs to be fit. I mean, geez. One of them's a fat slob.
Little fat turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a fat slob somewhere around here.
Oh, that
cow.
cow
Yeah, you
that
do.
have.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's
I
gonna
know.
break the wheel.
I know.
You just feed it steaks. Like, what are you giving
Yeah.
that thing?
The thing is like he's already a stocky boy because that's just how he was, even when he was outside. Because that's when we found
Yeah,
him.
he ate all the other cats. That's why.
But he fucking he's a boxer, man. We call him Mugen the boxer because he has these big ass mitts and he just fucking bats. So yeah,
Huge, man.
yeah, I mean we're working on that.
It's all right.
Because
He'll have to be cremated because he won't fit in the casket.
oh no,
Aw.
no. He's our mystery cat though. We don't really know how old he is either. But
What
Yeah.
was that South Park? When that was the fun time with weapons. They're like, oh look, another cute little dog to kill, and then he,
They thought Butters was a dog.
yeah.
That was sad.
She relates to Miss Piggy. Probably she's a drama queen too.
Hermie.
So I don't know what's going on in there, but I don't know. Maybe the cats are like the cats are sleeping on her new bed and she's sleeping on the cat's blanket. It's like, stop. You gotta switch.
stop it.
She should just sleep right on top of the cats. Teach them a lesson.
Yeah.
Well, she slept in the living room last night and the cats were sleeping on their blanket. And then this morning they were sleeping on her bed. So I don't know what the hell's going on. But she was knocking all their stuff over because she wants to make it her room. It's like, no, like this is the cat's room.
To share.
I don't know.
Yeah, the animals.
Yeah, I know.
Can't live with them, can't live without them.
Yeah, I know. You're telling me.
They're like kids, basically.
Yeah, these cats, as soon as I open my bedroom door, they're running down the hallway. Like the running of the bulls over here.
I gotta catch you.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty crappy joke, but there you go. Yeah, it's like
That's,
having kids. You open the door and they're running to the door. It's like, Jesus Christ. Like, I've never had cats that did that shit. Like regular cats, they do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These Sphinx cats, I mean, forget it. They're up your ass every 5 seconds. They
Yeah.
want to know what you're doing. When I cook, they're in there.
Looking around
And then
shit.
when I'm done cooking, I take the food inside. They jump in the sink to see what's in there. And there's nothing in the sink because I put everything in the dishwasher immediately.
Yeah. My cats like pretty much talk to us when we wake up. They literally just talk. They just go row 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 row. Like hello, good morning. And if they know you're awake sometime or you're trying to sleep, they'll like try to just like nudge you to wake you up. They're like, come on.
Well,
It's
my
feeding
one
time.
cat, when I would sleep, this was when I was a kid. I would sleep and I would wake up and he'd be like right in
Yeah,
your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They're
how
like,
they
come
are.
on, man. I know you're gonna
Because
wake up if I like
they
you know.
wait for hours for you to wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do.
Yep. Because they'll lay in the bed sometimes, and then when it's time for someone to get up, they know it's like this. They know the routines, like everybody's routines. Some people say, "Oh, cats don't know what time of day it is." I feel like they definitely know the cycles of the house. They know when people are sleeping. They know when it's like
Oh,
quiet.
they know.
They know when it's busy. Yeah.
Because
they
like I
learn that
said,
shit
these
real
two,
quick.
they know when they're supposed to eat. Everyone
Yep.
knows when they're supposed to eat.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, we have feeder timers. So we have one for the fat cat, and then we have the ones down here for
Well,
them.
the pig will start knocking stuff over to wake me up because she knows I'm asleep in the other room. So
That's
we have
crazy.
she'll move stuff into the living room, like anything to make noise to
And
get
I've
me to
heard
get
it
up.
before too. I've heard it
Yeah.
before. Just like, and I'm just like, oh man, she's fucking hungry.
There's like for some reason my wife has a fucking hose brand new in the packaging in the living room. She'll move the damn hose around.
Because it makes noise.
Yeah. I just threw we had an old garbage can she knocked over and she would drag it around the fucking living room to wake me up.
Oh my god.
I just threw that stupid can out because I was like,
I'm
why
making
do
noise.
we have this
I'm making
thing?
noise. Like,
I bet if you gave her a little bell, she would hit the little bell to get you.
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy how intelligent.
But they know at 10
it works.
o'clock, she knows at 10 o'clock to start making noise.
Yeah.
It's like your own personal alarm clock.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's like you'll eat when I get up. And then because she threw up all that stuff the other day, she got mad because I fed the cats and not her. It's like, I can't feed you because you threw up.
Yeah.
Right.
Your stomach's upset, and it's like
So,
you can't just eat right away.
We gave her some Cheerios and she was all right. But then like today, she started knocking stuff over again. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And I woke up early to feed her, but
Yeah.
it's like, okay, we didn't not feed you on purpose. We didn't feed you because we don't want you throwing up.
Yeah.
She still had some stuff to eat, but and today she was fine. She ate everything. She was all right.
That's good.
Yeah.
We're
It's
talking about all this.
no, it's part of everyone's lives. They're the pets,
Oh, yeah.
part of it.
The
They're a
secret
family at the
lives
end
of
the day.
pets after we screamed and yelled about Xbox. Speaking of the real animals, these Xbox guys on Twitter.
I mean, that's a whole nother.
A whole nother animal. The beast.
Yeah, that's the beast that never sleeps, apparently, because there's always bitching going on. Oh man,
We need to
Like
just
an
shut up and
annoying-
play
it
games.
It never ends, and
Like annoying
again,
mosquitoes.
like we were saying, it's like they're just gonna keep. Even in June, if they do the Master Chief announcement, it's like,
Oh, it's so great that we get to play with more players. It's like, oh my God, shut up.
It's
Stop
great
being
that Halo
stupid.
2 will finally have. more
Stop being
players.
adamant. You know you're pissed off. Just admit it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they are in denial for sure.
Yeah, I don't like that, man. The Xbox
up
guys
wrong.
always kept
God.
it real like 5-10 years ago.
Well,
It
yeah,
was
we used
always
to
these
make fun- we
Sony
used to
guys that were
just-
fucking
yeah.
lunatic. And they still are. There's still a bunch of Sony guys out there that are stupid.
We used to make fun of Nintendo fans too, because they were delusional for a while.
Nintendo fans are the worst.
Thinking that the Wii U is like, okay.
Why does Nintendo make
Oh.
fun of us? I'm like, dude, you're 50 fucking years old and you look like an octopus and you're fucking crying about people talking bad about Nintendo. Like, what is going on here?
It's like again, you don't have like the competition when it's not there, and now that it's, because at least during when we started,
Mhm.
12 years, I want to say 10 years ago, it's 12 years. Even with the Xbox One being that that's when things started to kind of change up for them. At least they were still trying to, compete. And then, of course, we had the,
That whole gen
the
sucked. The
Xbox-
Wii U, the Xbox One, the PS4,
Yeah.
it was all shit.
Yeah, like, when we did praise Phil Spencer for that little time when he tried to get stuff right with the One X and stuff, like, okay, that was a good little blip in time. But as you've said many times, and we've said on the show, like, the damage was already done at that point. Like, they were trying to salvage something, and all the stuff they said and lied about just did more hurt to the brand overall, in the long run. And now, like I said, 5 years in, this November, that's where we're at. And
Who was
It's-
that guy? Who was that guy that had that channel, Frank? Where he was like a fucking real life octopus and he was a Nintendo guy?
you guys have
Oh.
these things for these people. Like, he
I
looks like
forgot what that guy's name was. He had like
yeah,
a
he was-
cruise ship.
Who was that? I haven't watched these Nintendo guys since like 2017. I don't even remember.
you guys always have like, this guy looks like something, and it's always
The one
funny.
guy we talked about today, I remember. obviously.
Okay,
Just talking
Richard,
about-
I'm going to send you the guy's picture because I found out who it was.
Oh, you found out who it is? Okay. There's a guy that has a Nintendo channel.
There's
that's a
people
puppet.
making pictures of this guy throwing up. Like, what the hell?
I want to see. I don't watch the Nintendo guys because they just make stuff up. Because Nintendo doesn't leak stuff purposely.
Did you see they had the two people, the guy
There
and
he is.
the guy and the girl? Who's
The
here?
cat.
Oh, okay.
cat
I
was
thought
here.
somebody jumped in.
Sorry, the big fat cat here. Yeah, the two guys. They have their
No,
own
no.
channel now.
The man and the woman that used to work for Nintendo.
Oh yeah. The Treehouse.
They
people or
totally don't
whatever.
know anything, and people are getting mad at them.
They don't work there anymore.
I know
What are they
that, but
supposed
they're
to do?
like, you don't even have insiders, and they're like, oh no, don't worry about it. That guy. He acts like Metal Jesus. That guy.
Oh yeah. And plus, nobody wants to say anything if they know anything because Nintendo does not mess around with that stuff. Like you'll be in big trouble. So it's not even worth
Yeah, you'll get
leaking
sued if
out.
you make stuff up, I guess.
Look at that accessory thing that leaked out the Switch 2. They're in big trouble now. They got a lawsuit.
Yeah, but is that because they leaked it or they actually gave like they started manufacturing stuff?
I read it was because they leaked it, but I don't know. I didn't really like look into it too much, but
I don't know, Richard. I gotta send you this.
all those guys though use clickbait. The Nintendo guys, they make stuff up. Like it's just because they don't have content. It's just dumb. I should make a Nintendo channel. I'd do better than them. Oh yeah, I remember this. I can't remember his name, but I remember.
I
that.
got his name.
Okay. He does look like an octopus.
Well, now Richard's gonna look him up and he's gonna cut clips all night and flood the freaking chat room, which is good because I haven't seen those clips in 100 years. So
I just put a picture in there too.
let me see what you put. Oh, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, man, I guess these guys do sleep with their consoles, huh?
I mean, they got nothing else to talk about, so
I don't know. You got
Nintendo
some-
doesn't have the news like these other companies. That's the thing. Like,
Because
they just put out
Nintendo
games
doesn't put
and
anything out there. Nintendo's not stupid and leak shit out so people get excited and shit.
They literally just put a game out. They announced.
You know
a
why
game, like, there's
Microsoft leaks
news.
stuff? Because they can't say anything because of shareholders. They can't say anything officially. So what they do is, to keep the little fan bases happy and to keep money coming in, they leak all this stuff out. They have these guys, these little birdies of theirs, leak stuff out. And I get it. But at the end of the day, it's just not going to help you. For years, you had these guys say, oh, the Gears trilogy, and then this comes out as one game. So you made everybody look stupid, and you got everybody excited.
Yeah.
This happens all the time. This is why this leaking stuff needs to stop. But it won't stop because it's not just, when I say this, and I say this all the time, it's not just the Xbox division. It's Microsoft. If you watch Leo Laporte on Windows Weekly, Paul Thurrott gets all the information leaked out to him and he talks about it on there. That has nothing to do with Xbox. It's just Windows in general, Microsoft in general. These guys leak everything to everybody. And it's got to stop.
It's always wrong.
And again, I like their program. Windows Weekly is awesome. But I'm just saying, like, Microsoft leaking this stuff is not just to the Xbox division. Like, they do this. As a company, they leak all this shit out. And it's just annoying.
Yeah, these other places don't leak stuff out. And it's better that way.
Yeah, it's just like when a game is ready, it's ready. I mean, enough of this shit.
And then
And
it's even
Nintendo
worse
doesn't-
with Nintendo does. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
No,
They
go
don't
ahead.
Yeah, well, I was just saying, like, it's always disappointing when, people take the leaks from either brand and they take things for face value and then you just end up disappointing yourself. It's the same thing with the RE community. It's like, if you believe everything, like, obviously sometimes stuff's leaks intentionally, sure, but like you lose a lot of hope when you just like have all these expectations for these leaks and then like maybe 3 of them come true and then the other 10 are just BS, like shit like that. That's how you burn yourself out on this shit, because you're just like, all right, that's never going to be fulfilling. But I don't know. What were you saying, Frank? Sorry about that.
The good thing about Nintendo too is they don't announce stuff like 500 years in advance. Besides Metroid, they announce something like 3 or 4 months in advance, and it just comes out. Stuff doesn't usually get delayed.
Mhm.
Like there's no time to speculate because they just put the stuff out.
In certain
Like,
Japanese
that's it.
companies, they won't say anything until they know
When
that
it's
that
ready,
game's
it's
coming out.
ready.
Right.
Yeah, and I think I was talking about this with a couple friends the other day where I was like, it's almost like, say what you want about, some Japanese games being the same and stuff like that. They take their work a lot more seriously. They
Yeah.
delegate to who they need to. They have good leaders over there. They don't have bad work environments. They get this shit done
Right.
because they look at that their art as a reflection of them. Like, how would I make this work like honorable? Like, they really do. It's a different mindset as opposed to over here where it's all about, it's all about the money at the end of the day. Yeah. But over here, it's just in other places you see them slipping through the cracks and the laziness and the stuff. And obviously, yes, I know people, are having to work a lot of hours on these games. These games are a lot more difficult to make. But again, when you have a team like many Japanese teams over there, we've mentioned them all before, they approach it differently and they get
The
shit.
constant threat of the katana, dude.
It's the katana, yeah.
That's all it is.
You take break for more than 30.
That's what we need. We need some guy walking around with the sword. If
Yeah.
if you mess
'Cause
up or
something's
get out of that
working over
cubicle-
there. Yeah, because it's like, and look, they probably have enough time to. They work a little bit of overtime. They still see their families. They do what they got to do. Like
No, they don't.
they never see the families. The katana sword blocks the families. But yeah, I mean it's different in Japan. That's all I'm saying. And like you
There's
can
a
see
guy with
that.
nunchucks in front of the bathroom. If you
Yeah.
try to go in
Yeah.
there, he's gonna.
Yeah, there's no scooters in that. In that
You
place.
walk everywhere.
Just blades. Yeah. I feel like some rooms might be like a booby trap, like from Indiana Jones or something. It's like,
They all have to walk.
I don't know why,
Yeah.
but Phil Spencer is kissing a seat.
A seat?
A seat. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on here.
He looks like a beluga whale. What is wrong with his face?
what?
Why does he look like that?
Did you see him wearing a bra?
No, I don't
You
know.
didn't see this bra
No.
picture of this guy floating around on the internet?
Can you?
How come Sir
can't show that,
X-Man
he'll
thought
get
that the
banned.
photo was real last night? That was so funny. He thought the photo of him
He was
bowling
like, "Who
really...
is that guy?" I was like,
He's like, where'd you get that photo? Who's that guy? It's like, no, it's fake. Oh my god.
I don't know. This is what happens when you fucking lie to your fans about the world's most powerful console, and then you take my $500. You get these. Shout out to
Man, I
Grok.
kind of wish the camera would pan down a little bit. We could see what's going on.
No way. No thanks. There you go. These are going to keep coming. So
It's not gonna stop.
it's not going to stop. Not this year. Maybe in
It's mission
26, but not
revenge.
now. Japan is awesome. I want to go back to Japan. I miss it. Well, when you go back, stay there.
Oh,
Is that you? Is that you, Eli?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
My electric scooter crunched me. Oh, yeah. Your legs got caught underneath it, and that was it.
Legs just get crunched in it.
Let's see if this works. Hang on.
Jeff M said he should be pushing his chest up with the shirt reading, "These are Xboxes."
Dude, you don't know what I just got.
Oh no.
Dude, I don't care. I'm done. I'm done with all this. I'm done being an Xbot. So who do you like? ZZ Top? So does Phil Spencer. Oh, he's kissing him. Oh, he's kissing him. There you go.
Oh my god.
You got ZZ Top again over here. He's going in for a kiss.
Easy top.
I don't know. Should we put? Should we show the Hulk Hogan in the wheelchair one?
Yes.
If I could find that one. Pictures.
We need to do Howard Stern and Phil Spencer.
Oh, I could do that.
Why have they never met?
Because who the hell would think they would meet?
Why is he with ZZ Top? It's so ridiculous.
Let's see
I
if this
love it.
works. Yeah, fuck this guy. Project Latitude, that's what he calls his penis. uh Let's see if this works. Hang on. Grok has to figure this out. Any questions in the chat about anything? Oh man, this came out perfect.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, this is crazy how this is fucking real. No, what happened? Oh no, okay. I got it. What are you doing? Give me this. I think I dragged it in. Ah, here you go. The king of all media versus the king that lies about all media. There you go.
Oh, let's see.
They're at a bakery having some breakfast. I don't know.
Yeah, wait. That's hilarious. It even aged like Howard Stern properly. Like that's exactly what he looks like now.
I got another
That's
one.
hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious.
I like how he's like looking off in the distance at something else. Like, yeah.
The king of all media with the king that lies about all media. There you go. He saw Phil Spencer in a bra, so he wants to talk to him now. Phil must have legs and he knows how to use. Oh, what?
Phil
His-
Spencer's
his
the hottest chick we've
his
ever had
eye.
up here.
His eye in that one. Why is Phil Spencer's eyes so fucked up? Looks like he got
Ah,
smacked
he's fucked
beside
up in
that.
real life. That's why.
He's the hottest chick we've ever had up here. Oh wait, I saw his eye.
He's got the yeah. He's got the Gola eye. So- Oh shit.
Let me see if I can make one. Let's see if this works. Don't you love this? It's like programming an old 80s computer. You just type in something and then it pops in.
I think it's hilarious.
Oh shit. Oh man, this is kind of fucked up. Because this is not what I typed in, but Grok like fucked it up. All right, you ready for this?
Yes.
That is not what I typed, and it gave me that.
See. There's a delay. What? That's a thick PS5.
Oh my.
What the fuck? Is that the GTA PS5?
Yeah, it's like a PS6.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Interesting.
Well, here's the photo I asked it to make, but yes. There you go. Hey, Xbox fanboys, print that shit out now and print it out and put it on your wall. You know you want to.
What is that little thing he's holding?
That's supposed to be a PS5.
It's like a PS5
What?
mini.
It's a new portable.
I don't know. He will be humiliated. By the way, people hate him apparently, so that's what I heard.
Oh, I got a messed up one.
Oh, you
I'll
made
try to
one?
do. No, I'm gonna try to make it and see what happens.
Then my penis goes, oh yeah. Yeah, Project Latitude. Phil Spencer's just talking about his dick. That's all it is. Come on, we all know it. Why would you call something Project Latitude? Where's Project Longitude? Like, come on, let's go. I got one for you. Project Ass. Yeah, that's the brand. It's ass.
No hardware.
What you gonna do, brother, when the world's most powerful comes for you? I don't know.
Gears of War.
Ugh.
Fred, I think I'm gonna run to the place that's open right now.
The place is open right now.
The place where you got all that milk that one time.
Oh yeah, are you?
I might go there.
I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah, no.
I got work in 5 hours.
What? How are you gonna
I
be
feel like
Frank's
this is
backup
always
if you have to go to work?
I get out at 11,
Oh, okay.
but then I have to go back to work at 3:30 and do a
Oh,
double.
Not the double.
that sucks.
No.
But at least you
Yeah,
live right
so-
down the street, so you're
Yeah,
not that
and
bad.
also after this paycheck, I'll have my money for the Switch, so I'll be good.
Well, that's
This
good.
photo is so wrong that I
He
made.
spent all the
I don't
money I gave him for selling the arcade machine.
I don't even think you could show this.
Uh-oh.
Well, paste it, and then I'll let you know.
I did.
Let me see. What the fuck?
You could show that.
Oh, I was like, what is that? I couldn't see
It's
what it was.
clearly Phil Spencer and Triple H. I mean, come on.
I gotta
Oh,
do
yeah.
a better one.
I
I was
was
trying to think
looking,
of
I was
who's a
like-
good PlayStation.
All right, here's what he just
mascot.
sent me. I don't know what the hell he's eating. Is that one of those handy
He's-
snack sticks?
He's smoking.
Oh, he's smoking backwards.
That's how stupid he is.
You know, the fact that he's smoking backwards, Grok thinks he's that stupid.
That's awesome.
Wait, I made one that's really messed up.
What are you
Oh
sending?
my
Hang on.
Hold on. I gotta send you this one.
Then send it
I
already.
was trying to think of who's a PlayStation mask. Okay. Here.
Oh man. Kratos. Boy.
I think he's using.
Yo, what the hell is that?
Phil got
What the
done.
hell is that one?
Oh
So
my.
stupid.
Okay,
What the fuck?
that's a good one.
I haven't seen it yet. Hold on.
Grok doesn't even know what the fuck this thing is.
It's like the worst thing I've ever seen.
That's the best thing ever.
They took him off the logo too. So it's like
Yeah. Oh.
Well, you
I'm
can
so
buy all
glad
your
I did that
Xbox games and play Little Big Planet, that's for sure.
now it won't let me do it. I hit remake it. It says I can't generate that. It's just too vulgar. Look at his pajamas.
Yeah. Looks like pajamas that like a 3-year-old would wear. Oh.
I literally can't take it. It's so ridiculous.
Wow.
So that's
I
where
got another
Sackboy went.
I keep hitting refresh because these are funny and it just make the
Use
first one is the best
Use
one
a different
ever.
web browser, you moron.
No, but it lets me, but it just like
Grok's not that
it-
smart.
I thought it was like vulgar, but it's not. It just doesn't know what Sackboy is, and it makes like 100 times funnier. So- You saw that?
You had to type in Sackboy from Little Big Planet. You
Oh,
can't
it
just...
like knows what it is.
It's like a cracked out sack.
It's like fucking Timu Sackboy.
It's giving me just amazing renditions of Sackboy. Like this is so good. Every
Wow.
single one of them is just better than the last one.
What, you
Yeah.
sent another one or no?
Yeah, I sent you one just now, and I'm sending another one.
The one of them in bed I have.
Looks like a
Everyone's
fuck-
seeing
There's
it.
a bunch. There's a
Oh.
bunch of them in bed now.
This is fucked up. This is like
Oh,
a Halloween
God.
sack boy.
That
I just
face.
love how it doesn't know what to do. Like it's so close, but it just can't get it
It
right.
looks like they just
Scary.
got. Looks like they
What-
just got done in this photo.
Oh, he did. He got Gears
Yeah.
of War on PlayStation.
Yeah. So that's where the handheld came from.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
That's why it's
Oh,
all
what?
greasy. It came from Sackboy's ass.
Why does he sometimes have like teeth and sometimes he doesn't? What is going on with
Here's
his
the
mouth?
Halloween Sackboy.
Yo, the one I just sent, Sackboy looks like he had a really good time. The one I'm about to send,
Okay.
Oh shit!
he looks like he really enjoyed it.
What the fuck is up with his body?
Yo, all of my these are just.
Dude, I just
so-
lost the fucking chat because I grabbed the thing and I grabbed the tab and I pulled it up. Hold up. Go live. Okay, now I can see the chat again.
All right, I gotta stop making these because it's getting
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you'll be here
now.
all night. We'll be here all
Yeah.
night.
And these are like really like some of these are not good. So
All right,
I'm
we
just
got a
gonna-
couple of more here. So let's see. We have this one
The
here.
double sticky, bro. What the fuck?
I can't.
And he's in like grandma like fucking pajamas. Like what is that?
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Oh my god.
But some of these is not. Are just giving me like very messed up things.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I'm getting out of this.
Neo Stormer, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, Neostorm?
What's up?
I had to go back to one here. Then you have this one, the demented one.
Ugh. This Grok thing is just crazy, man.
The last one is funny. I'm gonna say that one for the last.
It like almost knows what he looks like, but it just can't quite ever get him right.
I will show the last one, but they're so fun. There you go. Here is the last one.
Ugh.
Why does Sackboy have human hands?
It's like it's a guy in a suit.
Yeah. That's creepy, actually. It's very scary.
Why does it feel like nightmare inducing?
He is nightmare inducing. Have you seen how he ran the Xbox division into the ground?
Oh my god.
Baby hands. Well, there you go with this guy. Let me tell you something, man. This is what you get for robbing me of my $500. Okay? You got these funny thumbnails and these grok photos for a year. Now we're 5 months in. You got another 7
Revenge
months
is on.
left.
I tried to put him with the PlayStation and it gave me like not the right thing.
Don't worry about it. Leave it alone.
Yeah. I don't
Oh,
know.
what the hell is
Grok-
this? All right, stop sending these.
No, I'm done. I already closed it.
This is like he's selling the Phil Spencer fucking Xbox condoms over here. That a PlayStation in the background or a toilet? What is that?
It's supposed to be a PlayStation, but
Phil is giggling because he likes these little hands. Well, yeah.
oh god.
Probably Satya dressed up for their Saturday night play date. Oh, man. Ha! That looks so
I literally
freaky.
cannot breathe.
You know what you should do? Take these and go to like the PlayStation website and print these out as skins, and the people making the skins will be laughing their asses off. Dude, we should hang these in the store
Oh my god.
for the anniversary. Just had this shit hanging on the fucking ceiling and stuff like that. We should just troll everybody. Just in Phil Spencer's Sackboy Adventure for PS5.
Yeah.
Only on PS5. Oh, well.
Exclusive.
Sorry, buddy. That's what you get for fucking everybody over, you moron.
Ugh.
It's not his fault, it's Satya. I don't give a fuck whose fault it is. You're all fucking stupid over there. But he only cares about great quality and game. I don't give a shit. Fuck him.
Great quality.
Quality my ass.
Quality.
Any questions in the chat room before we go? Because we're going to go.
Yeah, I gotta get up early
Speak
tomorrow.
now.
It's more funny than a Kratos one.
We all do. I had my car died today. I think it was the alternator, so I had to get AAA, triple A'd, baby.
Ugh, that
Well,
sucks.
Did they send an actual AAA truck or did they send some random
They
fucking
did,
guy?
actually. Yeah, and they said, yeah, your wait time is going to be 3 hours. The guy literally showed up in 5 minutes.
Good.
I was like, sweet. And thankfully, it wasn't a Wawa parking lot, so it was like safe. Because if I pulled out of the Wawa parking lot and then like died in the middle of a lane and I couldn't even turn on my hazards because it was like dead. Like the battery's not retaining a charge, but the battery's new, so I think the alternator probably just went. Is my guess, but I got it. It could be a relay too. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna have one of my friends look at it tomorrow.
You got a
He has,
brand new
like,
battery. It's the alternator because it ain't charging the battery.
Yeah. So, you know, it always happens when you least expect it. And thankfully it was when I was around, you know, I was close enough to home. I was only 20 minutes away. But we have the like plan where it covers up to like 100 miles for a tow, so it's free. So like even if I was like, you know, because I was supposed to take it to Monster Mania this weekend because we're working another convention, and that's in Baltimore, and that would still
Right.
technically be
You're in big
covered
trouble.
from-
You break down in
uh,
Baltimore, you're dead. You know
I
that,
know
right?
it's bad. I do miss the old Maryland show where it wasn't in the heart of the city. That is shitty. But you know, yeah. Thankfully, we'll be parking in a garage and it'll be good. It is a nice hotel though. At least the hotel's nice. But
Going to hell like Xbox. Just one question, says Mental 9R. Fuck Xbox. I guess that wasn't a question. Har, 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 says Jeff M.
hardy har.
Yeah, Mental bought a PS5 Pro for anybody in the chat that was wondering. So he's going to do some videos on that. Check those videos out when they come along. He says it's coming Friday, which is what,
Does he?
tomorrow?
Does he? Yeah,
Technically.
technically, yeah. Because today's Thursday already.
Yeah.
Does he have an OLED?
I don't know. Ask him. Got an OLED?
Do you have an or what?
You're going to
4K
make him
TV
go
do you
out and
have?
fucking buy one now, Anthony, because you said that and he probably doesn't have one.
He has a
No.
plasma that lasted a really long time that he won't throw out. That's what he said.
Hey, man, plasma was what? Gas? Of course it's going to last a long time.
Yeah, they don't make TVs like they used to, as far as like quality and heavy as fuck.
Yeah, but the problem was, Anthony, they were like $4,000 when they made them like that.
Oh yeah, no, they
Yeah.
they were. You can't kill them though. Some
Yeah,
you
no.
could, but I mean, shit. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that'd be cool to see him play the pro and let us know what you think of it. And
He has to do a
Let us know
24-hour
what
live
you can
stream
check
of him
out on.
playing the pro.
Oh man.
Oh, shit.
24
right.
hours.
Well, when we do the, we're going to be up all night anyway for the freaking slumber party thing. We got to figure out what games or movies to watch.
Oh, I'm going to sleep at like 9 p.m. That's it.
Well,
Going to Denny's to get the early bird special and then going to
I'm
sleep.
putting something on that fucking 85-inch TV, whether it's a game or a movie. Nope, I'll be hooked up to my PC monitor. Alienware 2110 Ultra. Jesus Christ, that's like a fucking $8,000 monitor right there. This guy's worried about buying a pro.
That's a very wide monitor, isn't it? Isn't it like,
It's as wide as Phil's ass.
I would assume
He needs a
so.
wide monitor to monitor all these freaking lies that this guy's been saying on the internet.
He has it all set up on his computer.
The last time Phil
would-
Spencer lied, it cracked his monitor. So he had to get an ultra wide so it wouldn't crack that shit.
His nose cracked it when it grew.
Yeah. Pinocchio over there.
Yep.
Phil Nocchio. There's another one I could say, but I'm not going to. You guys can watch Camera. You guys can watch Lord of the Rings trilogy on the TV. Yeah, no, that's all right. I want to go to bed and not stay awake. Although that probably would make you go to bed. Who the hell knows?
It would take like 16 hours to watch all those movies.
Sony is paying
Come on,
him back
guys.
the big bucks. What?
Let them cook.
Oh God, I hate that shit.
Everyone's been saying that in the GTA.
Can we
replies,
stop
let them
using
cook
these
away.
rapper references? I'm getting really sick and tired of this shit. You don't understand, Anthony. This goes back to the 90s, okay? Rappers say something stupid and everyone else says it for like 2 years. It's like planking. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone did that shit for like a year and a half and then they finally stopped.
I mean,
I'm not worried about them cooking because I think we're eating good.
Oh God.
Oh. Yeah, that's it has been said before in all communities, unfortunately, and
I might buy a new OLED. Oh, see, Frank, look what you did to him. You just cost this guy another $3 grand.
look what
I
did
don't
to him.
even have an OLED. I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
to
no,
it.
but you brought it up and now he's got to think about it.
He wants to get the HDMI 2.2. I know him. He's ready.
He is not ready.
All the new models of the TVs are in Best Buy now. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys real quick. So there was customers screaming and yelling at Best Buy employees at my friend's job when the Xbox prices raised up because they came in the next day and they already raised it. They're just like, no, like there was like 3 or 4
What?
people that got yelled at. Yeah. Because Microsoft changed their prices.
Who the
I
fuck
forgot
yelled at
to-
employees?
Just customers like that were just like, I guess, upset because they saw it yesterday and it was a certain price and I come in today and it's $100 more or whatever.
How is it their
Um,
fault though?
Well, that's when
Blame
your friend goes,
Microsoft.
hey, there's something called a PS5 that's cheaper.
They sent out an email, but I don't think I don't know if everyone got the memo. So
Right.
they're probably just like, hey, we are going to be putting the MSRP up. And yeah, I forgot to tell you guys.
Who
that.
screamed? The employees or people that came in?
Customers were yelling at Best Buy employees that were like pissed about.
You
the Xbox
motherfucker,
prices.
it's your fucking fault.
Didn't they raise it first? Wasn't it Best Buy and
Best Buy raised the first. Target, I think, waited till the next day. There are some places that didn't raise it because I think Target had it in their ad for $4.49 or whatever, the digital
they
one.
had to honor? Like,
Yeah, so they couldn't just
itself.
fucking raise it the next day. But Best Buy didn't, and they just raised it.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. That just crossed my mind. I was like, shit.
Even GameStop didn't raise it at first. They waited till the next day.
Mhm.
Probably because they figured, oh shit, we could sell them today and get rid of them.
Well, yeah, let us know in the chat tomorrow how that goes. I know that's a pain in the.
Oh God,
Yeah,
I have a feeling it's not going to be good news, but whatever, we'll see.
Let's hope.
I hope so. Eating shit, says RW. Oh man,
Well, honestly, some of the games coming out, yeah, that could be appropriate for sure. Some of these games are really bad.
so listen, you better start telling your audience that in 10 days you're going to build your PC.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I'll make the event so we can have that set up. I just don't know what
Sweet.
time to make it because obviously we have our anniversary show.
whatever
But I
time,
can talk to you about that off the air.
yeah, whatever. Whenever you plan on getting there,
What? Yeah, because like I said, I can leave in like Sunday morning.
make it for
you know
like
what I
2
mean?
hours after you get there. This way, if you're late, at least you won't be late for the stream.
Well, but are we gonna do? We're gonna do the 12-year anniversary show first, though, right? So I should make it
Oh,
for
yeah.
after that.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
we could build it before, but it depends on what order you want to do shit.
The problem is I can't stay all night because I got to be up the next
No,
day.
I
So
know
if
that.
I'd rather do the stream first and then build. And I
Yeah.
can stay
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit of
yeah.
the build.
Yeah, so I'll get there for like noon, let's say. Or
If he
I'll leave in
gets
the
there at
morning.
noon, we could do the show by 1:30 and then be done by
Yeah.
3:30. Build the computer,
Yeah.
and then Frank could go home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I can like get out of the house by 9:30.
And I could
get
show
there
Fred how to
for-
build a fucking computer.
Yay, I'll learn.
You'll learn to save your money and build one next year when the parts are available and nobody's scalping these stupid things.
Hopefully.
All right, everybody, we're gonna run. I hope you had a great time tonight.
Yeah, it was a fun show. I mean,
Hell
the
yeah.
whole line of shows you got Xbox Goes to Hell, Gaming After Dark, and Game Complainers all talking about
All three shows were
crazy stuff.
they were all insane, and Gaming After Dark. Please check out the replay of that. That was insane. We just
I
let
wasn't
loose.
able to catch it live, but I caught up yesterday.
Anthony, we didn't even care. We were just like, fuck it. Like, Xbox doesn't give a shit. We don't give a shit tonight. And it was such a great show. We just let loose. We had no idea that Wicked was going to go nuts like that, but he did. Proto Foxy went on an awesome rant. And, Noof, he had some stuff to say too.
Yeah, no, I again, like we said when Noof was on our panel the other night, like, you guys, we're all genuine. We're all just going to give you our opinions, and sometimes you just get to a point where you don't give a shit. You're just gonna explain how you feel, and the chat might go one way, or some people might go another way.
Mental
Everyone has their
9R.
opinions, but
Take care, buddy.
take care, man.
The link is in the chat. Xbox dies tonight. Hey, that might be the name of the show we do on June 8th. That maybe we'll call it that.
Yeah.
The link for Gaming After Dark, the replay from last night, is in the chat. So check that out when you're done with this, or queue it up. Let's do it. It got a lot of views too, so that's cool. It's cool that a lot of people they kind of felt the same way, I guess. I don't know. Or they're pissed off that we said all that stuff. I don't know. It wasn't that bad. We weren't just dogging on Xbox, but we were just giving our honest opinions. And we had people in the chat, by the way, that were agreeing. There wasn't really anybody in the chat fighting or saying, "Oh, you guys are being stupid." Everyone was like, "Yeah, I'm a longtime Xbox guy, and this is what happened. I feel the same way."
You got to call it like you see it sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, you can't.
That's what we try to do here. Like, we're not fanboys. We own everything, and we're gonna give you our honest opinion about this stuff.
Especially if we feel like we're getting ripped off or
hell yeah,
fucked around with. So it's like, that's what we always try to do here, and all the other shows and the panels and stuff. It's just, again, we're not getting flown out to all these places and getting dinners and games
but that's why we talk bad about them, because we're jealous.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. I don't fly.
Yeah, no, it's
not going anywhere. Fuck that shit.
Doing what we do.
Neostormer, take care, buddy. Thank you for hanging out. Check out neostormergc.net. He sells a product there for the GameCube to go online, and it's pretty cheap, so check it out. Help this guy out. He's got a small business, and he listens to his customers. We know that firsthand, but check him out there. Pick up a GC net. Believe me, you won't regret it.
Everybody in the chat, we appreciate the chat tonight.
You know how much broadband adapters cost for that thing? Not his.
Yeah,
his is perfect. Xbox is fucked in June. Yeah, I think that's the final nail in the coffin for hardware. I think that's pretty much going to be it. But don't worry.
Away.
You got that sweaty little thing or whatever they're going to release with the Asus. So get ready for that. And get ready for all the problems it's going to have.
Switch 2 comes out in 28 days.
28 days, baby.
We're almost there. Less than a month.
Yes. Time. And by the way, June 8th is 1 month from today. So one more month until the nail in the coffin for Xbox. And we'll cover that.
I was going to say, literally a month.
And by the way, no tariffs for Neostormer because he ships from the United States. So there you go.
Nice.
What if they show us their next console? If they do that, then they fucking lied again to everybody with these leaks and shit.
That would be interesting.
5 years into the cycle, and they raise the price, and they're going to show you a new console.
That's be,
although you know
that
what,
would be mental.
Would it surprise you?
Yeah,
it's got a 50. It's got a 5090 and a 9950X 3D. Well,
it'll be $4,000
and 120 gig. No, it'll be more than it'll be like 10 grand.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And 8 terabyte NVMe. Oh god.
Yeah, like 15 grand.
You're up to 15 now, sir. Would you like to make it 20?
Yeah, it has dual 5090s in it. They brought back dual SLI and they put it in there.
It has not even, it has Quadro. It's a workstation too. Really looking forward to Switch 2 launch. We will be streaming that. That's going to be an event. So we're going to be hanging out that entire weekend. So
yeah, we'll have it for a day before we hang out to like try it out, and then we'll be hanging out.
And then, June that weekend we're gonna be hanging out anyway. June 8th is the Xbox event. where we're gonna find out what's going on. Is this really the nail in the coffin, or what, or what's gonna happen? Is Halo gonna drop that day for PlayStation? I think so. We're
Nope,
gonna
it drops
find
for
out.
Switch. Magic drops for Switch 2, and we have Switch 2s.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
why are they announcing it that weekend? You know what I mean? Like it's all
Mhm.
coincidental. We don't know. We'll find
I
out
hope.
that day. We're not insiders that leak shit that's not true or true but fucked up. So I don't know. We're speculating. Does it have a food dispenser? Oh god, I don't fucking know, man.
They're one in the same.
Who
One
knows?
in the same.
All right, we're out of here. Everyone take care. Fred, wake up and go to bed, and
Yeah.
we'll catch you guys later.
Take
Bye.
care, everyone. Have a good night.
See ya.
Peace.